Turn me up, I like my money like I like my niggas. Scream, face card, never decline of what I mean. Act up and you gon' make me make a scene. Only time you hear my voice is when they play me on the screen. Got bad habits, I'm not the one you wanna keep. She a trap star, put that lady on a tree. Got her ass so shook, she shaking like an apple tree. Yeah, this life ain't meant for you, but baby girl, it's meant for me. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. What it do? This my boo, she from the south. We running man just like these bitches run they mouth. I got the juice, but they still claiming it's a drought. If I say I'm coming through, I'm about to flip the house. That boy crazy, say he tryna have my baby. Hold on, Slim Shady, just like Mariah, drive him crazy. Got him stressed, make him feel it in his chest. Ask him how it feel, just like a bullet with no vest. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. Turn me up, I like my money like I like my niggas. Scream, face card, never decline of what I mean. Act up and you gon' make me make a scene. Only time you hear my voice is when they play me on the screen. Got bad habits, I'm not the one you wanna keep. She a trap star, put that lady on a tree. Got her ass so shook, she shaking like an apple tree. Yeah, this life ain't meant for you, but baby girl, it's meant for me. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. What it do? This my boo, she from the south. We running man just like these bitches run they mouth. I got the juice, but they still claiming it's a drought. If I say I'm coming through, I'm about to flip the house. That boy crazy, say he tryna have my baby. Hold on, Slim Shady, just like Mariah, drive him crazy. Got him stressed, make him feel it in his chest. Ask him how it feel, just like a bullet with no vest. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me.
What it do, vibers? What it do? What it do? What it do, booze?
This product is so important because not only is it produced with care, but it actually has proven results. There have been over 10,000 units of this sold. The company name is Sharabbutters.com, and this was developed with love by a woman who simply wanted to help her beautiful daughter as she recovered from the devastating effects of cancer, chemo, and radiation burn, and has helped many others with fading stretch marks, eczema, and many other skin issues. Check out the website as it has tons of other valuable products. Check it out. There will be a link and a discount code pinned in the comments section of this video.
Y'all, what is going on with the vibers? So I hope everybody is doing well this evening. It is 6:45 here on the West Coast, and I'm ready to get into this mess. We have all been watching this situation unfold with Shannon Sharpe. We got several lawsuits going on. What else does he have going? He's got a lot of stuff going on. And actually, what's crazy is the lawsuit that flew under the radar was the one that was filed in 2023. The lady that was in the relationship with him for like 10 years. I told y'all got to get on Tasha K Live's app if you want to get the sauce on that, because she definitely went there and told all his business. This is where she was telling about his booty stuff and all the stuff that he was doing and how nasty and bussy he was, for lack of better words, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's up. And one thing that's getting on my nerves about this whole thing is everybody literally acting like he's a victim, acting like Shannon Sharpe is a victim of white supremacy. Like, he didn't choose these women. And I want to say this as a disclaimer, right? Because I don't want nobody to get it twisted. I don't care. Wait, we got a birthday? Oh, we definitely can. Hold on. We got to stop the press for the birthday. Whose birthday is it? Chandra, the fly to fit chick. Girl alive. Happy birthday, Muffin. Happy birthday, Sweet Pea. Okay. Let's everybody give our girl alive some happy birthdays. Okay. Chandra, the fly to fit chick says, before we get started, can I get a happy birthday, Sweet Pea? My birthday was Saturday and I was in NOLA. You was in the 504, girl alive. That's what I'm talking about. Well, listen, I hope you definitely enjoyed your birthday. 50, girl, stop. Not with that body. Y'all heard her talking about some 57. Let me see if I can make this bigger and bigger. Let me see if I can just make it so big. Not with this body, ma'am. Man, they don't make the picture that big. They just make the thing that big. Girl, listen. Sis says she turned. I don't know if y'all can see this, but sis is built. Okay. Girl Lala got them yams. Okay. Look, girl Lala is fit in every sense of the word. That's what I'm talking about. See, let me tell you something. As a fellow Taurus, this is the stuff about Tauruses, right? We are quite we have some vanity issues. Oh, absolutely. We think we're hot shit. Okay. And it's probably because we are, right? Um, we are very vain, honey. We take pride in how we look. We take pride in how we smell. We take pride in all things beauty, okay? It's a lot of love energy with a Taurus, right? And Chandra, girl, you look good. And I just want to say, look, baby, I hope that I can do it as well as you when I get there. So, what we want to say to our Viber sis, our girl alive, okay? What we want to say to her is happy birthday, girl. Okay. We wish for you the greatest of everything. Okay. We want you to be blessed to your highest and greatest good. We are wishing for you every single thing, every dream, every aspiration that you have to be realized this year. We are speaking this year to be the year of Chandra. Okay. No doubt about it. Girl, go out there and get what it is that is for you. We hope that you're putting yourself first because you done did everything else, baby. By that age, honey, it's time for you to reap the benefits of being the amazing woman that you are. And with that being said, let us get up here and happy birthday, Sweet Pea, to our girl alive. Okay?
Happy birthday, Sweet Pea. Happy birthday, Sweet Pea. Happy birthday to you. May our good Lord bless you. May our good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. Happy birthday, Sweet Pea. Don't worry about nothing. It get better, trust me. Happy birthday, Sweet Pea. I love you, Sweet Pea.
We love you, Sweet Pea. Okay? Shout out to you. Shout out to our girl alive. Okay? It's exactly, it is your time, Muffin. So let's go ahead and get into this mess. So this is, I don't know about y'all, but one of the main things that I've been hearing, and do me a favor if you can, hit the like button. Haven't been on this channel, so y'all know I'm trying to get it in the algorithm. So I need your likes. I love that form of support more than anything. Okay. Listen, uh, listen. Everywhere I go on social media, and I want y'all to pay attention to this, what I have been seeing is a lot of support, a lot of men talking about how he's railroad and women. Okay. You know, the mammies are definitely going to represent the man. Hold on a second. I don't think people realize that I'm live. Hang on. Let me let her know that I'm alive. Um, but so the mammies are Hold on 1 second, y'all. Make sure she's okay. The mammies are all with it, right? And here's what I don't understand. Did y'all know? And I literally just found this out, like literally, I think yesterday I saw this. Did y'all know that Shannon Sharpe curved Delicious? Y'all know Delicious, oh fine ass Delicious, who we were introduced her to her from like the Flavor of Love show, I think it is. Yeah, that's where she came from, Flavor of Love, and we've seen her evolve. And yeah, she's had a little nip tuck everywhere, whatever. I know like people like to talk about that, but whatever she did, it looks good. I know she recently had a breast reduction and all that kind of stuff. Yes, Aaliyah. Yes. He curved Delicious, right? Just really think about that. You know what? Let me just pull up these people. Let me pull up these people, okay? Cuz I want to do a comparison. I didn't even think about this before, but we need to do this. So there was Delicious, right? And then I want you guys to really take a look at the other woman that filed the lawsuit on him. Okay? Delicious is a baddie. Okay. Albeit, it's an IG baddie, almost, unrealistic, but it is what it is. She bad. I can't take nothing from her, right? Let me just screenshot this right here. Okay. So he curbed Delicious because he said she was a gold digger, right? And but he was paying, what did he say, $25,000 per cheek for this other woman? Per cheek, he said, right? Um, she's just got a bunch of reels. She doesn't even have a lot of regular pictures. They're just reels. So I'm going to just post a picture, a screenshot from her from one of her videos. So we got Delicious. Let me see. This one might be better. Okay. This one is a little bit better. All right. So we got Delicious, and then we got the girl. Let me go to her website. Because have y'all even seen this woman? Have y'all seen her? But like I said, let me say this before. Let me say this first, okay? I am not a person that cares about or is I've never dated interracially, but if people want to date that way, I support it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I feel like people need to stop acting. And honestly, I feel like it's our people that does this, that be acting like we fucking in the Jim Crow South or something like this, when they see like it's here. People are going to interracially date. It happens, and we just gonna have to get over it, right? We're going to have to get, what is this? GC? What is this person saying? Thank you for the super chat. It says, "Hey native, can I get a pardon from the furnace? I might be slow today, but I don't get your humor. I don't know what you're talking about." I don't know what you're talking about. Come again, baby. Cause it's lost on me. It's lost on me right now. But you want a pardon from the furnace? I don't know what that means, honey. But I'm gonna thank you very, very much for the super sticker. So let me put these pictures up here. Oh, they're in the wrong chat. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. People are different. So I'm gonna put Delicious pictures up here, right? Okay, so this is Delicious. All right. And Shannon was like, Delicious is a gold digger, right? But really, we know what the problem is. Delicious is a black woman, and he just don't like black women. And these are the other women. So the redhead, the older woman, whatever, he was in a relationship with her for 10 years. She's suing him. And obviously, the other one is Gabriella, the one that he was with. Now, I'm not trying to, I wouldn't say that they're unattractive women, but honey, they don't compare to Delicious at all. They just don't. I'm sorry. They don't compare to Delicious, right? But the irony is Shannon says that Delicious was the gold digger, and she might be a gold digger, right? She might be a gold digger. But what is Gabriella? What is Gabriella? Because Gabriella is suing you for how many million? 50 million? I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. Exactly. So what it is he just don't like black women. You know, because I mean, if you're if he's got this thing where, okay, he likes women in shape, he likes them attractive, he likes them bodied up, he likes them sexy or whatever. You know what? Love Christina, you are so right. She does look like blue-eyed soul Tina Marie. I better say Tina Turner. Ain't that a shame? She does look exactly like Tina Marie. And see, here's the thing, because look, I'm not lost on Delicious's antics, right? But here's my thing. If you like hoes, you know what I'm saying? Because Gabriella, hello, OnlyFans chick. Yeah, I mean, for like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it up. Gabriella's a hoe. Okay. That's just what that's just what she is. She out here serving, serving up punani on the internet. So you can't say that you just want to be with a classy, respectable woman. He likes his hoes to be white. Let's just keep it real. But what I'm finding is everybody is finding every excuse in the book. Every excuse in the book for this man. It's the white man coming for him. What does the white man have to do with this? I'm sure no white man came and told this big Olmec looking buck, you got to be with these white women or we going to snatch your lunch from you. That's not what happened. This is what this man wanted. In fact, you know what? Maybe he feels like he couldn't trust a black woman to hold his secrets, right? Maybe because Michelle, she was willing to dig all off in his booty for him and all this kind of stuff. He probably didn't think Delicious was down with that. You know what? There we go. No, 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 Fuzzy. No, Fuzzy. He was not trying to buy NBC Muffin. He was trying to buy Tubi. No, he wasn't even trying to buy Tubi, baby. He was trying to buy TashaKLive.com. He was trying to buy TashaKLive.com. And so once the white man found out he was finna buy TashaKLive.com, you know how the white man is gonna try to stop you from doing anything that you want to do. He had to stop him. He had to stop him. Because Lord knows the white man is impeding upon Shannon Sharpe's success. Because, like, think about it. Here we are. We have somebody that was given a deal on YouTube, because understand that is not his YouTube channel. That is the channel that is created for him by his agency, which is why he has, these contracts, these $100 million contracts and stuff like that. So the white man is allowing him to have that. The white man allowed him to have a flourishing NFL contract. The white man allowed him to be a sports commentator, and I'm saying allowed with quotes because that's the season we're in. You know what I'm saying? But so you mean to tell me the white man let him do all of this stuff, but now the white man is bringing him down because what? Because what? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, it's just really annoying. Like, we just need to admit that Shannon likes white women. And guess what? That's okay. Let Shannon Sharpe have, shout out to Umar Johnson. Let him have his snow bunnies. We don't care. But what I don't understand is the mammying, the climbing of Mammy Mountain for somebody that don't give a damn. Do y'all remember when Cheryl Underwood was on his show? Cheryl Underwood don't even realize that she literally dodged a bullet with him. Literally dodged a bullet. You know what I'm saying? Like, in fact, let me pull up that too. Let me pull that up too, right? Because she literally said that when she went out with Shannon Sharpe, let me see if I could just find a clip of that really quick. What's going on, Gold Experience? Shannon Sharpe and Cheryl Underwood. I just want yeah, he wanted like a one night stand.
And why
with
the
her.
f- we ain't married?
Let me bring this over to this one. Hold on a second. Let me just put this over here really quickly. Because I want to review, y'all. Jaguar Wright, y'all know she get on my nerves for the obvious reasons. But I'll be honest. She's over there saying what a lot of people are saying. She's saying the same old goofy shit that a lot of people say. But you know what? I forgot. I can't even really Shannon doesn't allow you to show his stuff. I'm sorry, his management company. So you know how like we review people's stuff and all this kind of stuff. You can't review Shannon Sharpe stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it on my screen so that you guys just get the visual of them talking. And then I'll play the audio from my phone with a little background music. All right. So let me put this in so you guys, because I want you guys to hear this exchange between him and her. All right. So let me do this. Okay. Little tricks that we have to play. You know what? Actually, let me see if I can just change the orientation of it. Let me see. Shout out to Sexy RN, CCRN. Thank you for the super chat. She says, Shannon likes women that look like boys if they cut their hair. He prefers the back. He definitely does. He definitely does. He definitely prefers that. And that is definitely being told by his ex-girlfriend of 10 years. Now, she's suing him for some of the same reasons that old girl was suing him. She's like, you know, he's abusive, he's mean, nasty, and all this kind of stuff. And look, I ain't mad at them. If they feel like they can get something out of it, I feel like they should. He asked her to get on an NDA. Her being Gabriella, he asked her 2 or 3 times. She said no. He proceeded. So why should we feel sorry? Why? He literally getting what he asked for. Literally getting what he asked for. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this screen up because I might actually be able to make this do this way. Let me pull this display up. I might be able to change something in it along with the music to make it let me see. Okay, so gradient, system audio. This is what I'll do. I will make it kind of this is what I'll do, y'all. We'll see if this works. So if you're watching this and you don't get a chance to actually see this video, it's because Shannon, who y'all call Uncle Shannon, don't let nobody react to his stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna make it less. I'm gonna mess with this and make it like less visible. Like that. And I'm going to put some copyrighted music that I'm allowed to use behind it. And let's see if that works. Y'all let me know if this music is overpowering. I think I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Let me turn it down. Okay, so it's on 5. I think that's pretty low. All right, so let me go ahead and play this exchange between him and Sharpe Underwood in 1993.
Then why the f we ain't married then? You done gave all my damn credits. Now here's what you thought was gonna happen on your show. This is Club Shay Shay. It's Club Cheryl now.
Okay, go
we
ahead.
sat in the car in Denver.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell the story right, because when you came on the talk, you walking out.
You know what? I didn't even think about it. Y'all think I should speed it up too? Let me speed it up a little bit. Let's speed it up. That is a good point. So playback speed, we'll just we'll do this. All right.
With a flower, looking all dashing. And I was like, this is the same dude I was trying to pull in the
1993.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Okay, ladies
You
and
want to
gentlemen.
tell this how it
You
happened?
want to tell? You tell it.
Okay. I saw her on Def Comedy on Comic View in 1992. And she was performing in Denver. Me and a couple of my teammates went to the day, like, man, Sharpe Underwood performing. I was like, man, she funny as ish. I said, let's go check out. So we go check out. And so at the end of the show, it's late. I mean, I think I saw the late show. And I was like, man, I want to go back here and meet her. It's like, do she know you? I was like, nah, she don't know me. But she's like, okay. So they knock on the door. You come in. I introduce myself. Hey, I'm Shannon Sharpe. She's like, Ian, I know who you are. You
That's right. You
ain't got to do all that for me.
Now that he's proprietor of Club Shay Shay, he don't know how to say no more. But that's all right. When we was in the car, you should know how to say it. Yeah, because we was in the car.
We was in the car.
You ain't telling the story right.
Hold on.
Okay.
It was late. And she's like, okay, I'm going back. I said, you know what? I'll give you a ride to your hotel. I thought I was just going to give her a ride to the hotel. We talk on the way to the hotel. She get out. She's like, oh, nah, Ian. You finna talk to me.
I was like, listen, he ain't telling it right. Let me tell you what really happened. So you walked up to me, big sexy ass black nigga. Matter of fact, what you need to do, put some lotion on your ashy ass hand right here.
I did.
Yeah, your knuckles looking like Wesley Snipes. Get it together, boy. You too rich to be looking at ashy. Two dark-skinned Negroes wearing glasses don't need to be ashy on this show.
I'm ashy, I guess I'm done here.
Yes, you are. Yeah, you ashy. Listen, you better know it. So here's what happened.
Okay, what happened?
I'm looking at you with your sexy butt, and it is quite late, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then you said, well, what would you like to do after this?
Yes.
So I thought to myself, what would any other woman want to do? I said, I would like to go on a carriage ride. You said, I will take you. I said, hold on, let me finish selling these CDs, these tapes, these cassette tapes, these posters. Remember that?
Yes.
And so you are walking up the stairs, and I'm still trying to get my money. And some women you go, come on if you're going to go. And I go, who the you talking to? Right? Because we just met. We're not in a relationship.
No.
You talking to me like we've been together for years. Because you go, come on if you want to go.
Because if you go, I'm going. I got to go to work in the morning. I ain't got all night.
Okay, and so the women go, he's calling you. He said, I don't give a f***. I've been Sharpe Underwood long before. So then we get in the car, can't find the carriage ride.
Right.
So we talking, and we talk all night long.
We talked for about 2 hours.
Sure did, and we became good friends.
We exchanged numbers until this day.
That's right.
Every time, if I'm somewhere and she's there, we're going to find a way to connect.
Absolutely.
She's been this Cheryl since I met her in 1993.
Yes, and I'm very proud of you and what you have achieved.
Really that freaky.
Shut up.
Public. I like the thought of being caught, but not being caught. So the problem of somebody walking by and actually seeing me.
Oh, you voyeuristic?
Yeah.
You want somebody to see you?
Yeah.
Okay, would you want to do a fivesome?
No.
You and 4 women?
Nope.
Why?
One-on-one.
No wonder I dodged the bullet that night, because I wasn't taking all of that. No, when you got out the car, I said, God damn. And then I said, thank you, Jesus. And then when you was like, well, I'm going to go home and go to bed, I was like, woo, because I wasn't taking all that. Because, I'm short, Yo big blocking out the moon. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you. I wasn't taking all of that. And for all
It's the male worship for me. But anyway, I'm going to let her finish telling about her date.
you women that want to have sex with that guy, he ain't bringing nothing to show up. I got one good move. One good. No, I got 1.5. 1.5. I do one thing very well.
Yeah.
Why you frowning?
I ain't fried it, because
You could have had it, but your ass jumped out the car like you was on the Dukes of Hazzard.
He jumped out the car, honey, because y'all look alike. Okay, can we just be clear? Shannon jumped out the car because they look alike. Shannon Sharpe don't want to be with no woman that looks like they could be from the same tribe. I mean, they look like they could be siblings. He don't want nothing that look remotely like him. Okay, nothing at all.
You did jump out the car fast.
I was midnight. I got to go to work the next morning.
You was gonna sleep wherever you was. I was gonna drop you. I got one good move. I was gonna drop him that night. Like,
nah, but I mean, I'm old school, Cheryl. You don't do that on the first date, on the first night.
We have been talking from one.
The lie detector has determined that was a lie. Okay, the lie detector has determined that was a lie, because indeed, his other women had different experiences.
Night to the next night. Remember, you said it's midnight, so it was 2 nights. It was 2 nights. You need to pay attention. See, I had a strategy, ladies. I had a strategy. I'm gonna talk him all the way till he got too sleepy to drive. I mean, I will approach a man, but I like to be approached. I grew up with, would you like to dance?
Right.
Or would you like to go to the movies or something? I'm looking for that.
They don't like rejection.
I'm not gonna reject you. If you man enough to walk across a room and walk through 3 of my best girlfriends and go, hello, Cheryl, my name is Rodney Jenkins. I don't know why I picked Rodney Jenkins. right.
Y'all men don't like being rejected.
You're not gonna be rejected?
Yeah, there's a possibility you might.
No. Okay, go ahead. Let's play the role. Action. Ask me out. You want to go for a hamburger or something? Say it.
Okay, this is how I would do it. Hello.
Action. Okay.
My name is Shannon Sharpe. How you doing?
I know you, nigga. Come on, let's go. Let's go, nigga. All I gotta do is take these muscle relaxers. Go through the hamburger place. Get 2 hamburgers. Listen to me, it's on and popping. Listen, my name is Shannon Sharpe. I don't know why you even think you need to tell me your name. I'm already taking my clothes off before I even got in the car. Why is this bitch naked on the curb? Why? See that? See that? Now you're looking at it different. Now you be like, I should have married this. How many years ago was it?
32.
See? We could have been growing our we could have been cryptocurrency down.
Cheryl, you know what, y'all? I really hate to see a woman play themselves like this. Dude he was not attracted to her. You cannot tell me that he was. Like, I know this male worship is like, it's so cringy. It's cringy. Like, girl, stop. Ain't no way. Because here's the thing. Like, even if you feel that way, you know, like, if you feeling it, look, if he don't leap first, you don't say shit. And I know y'all saying that's old school, but baby, it's the best school. Let them leap first, okay? Let a man come to you first. You don't let him hunt. Let him hunt, okay? You do not sit up there and, yeah, Ambi, it does. Doesn't it? It's like, it's literally giving desperate. Like, girl, no.
Let me selling it, bro. Look, hi, I'm Sharpe and Underwood. And when I want to turn up, I drink this right here. Matter of fact, I put this in pecan pie.
You can see Jeff Bezos is getting married. His wedding is estimated to cost $500 million.
Okay, so I guess that was the extent of her talking about. I think I remember something a lot more than that, but you know, just the whole, he takes her out and jumps out the car real fast and all this kind of stuff. That's because he was not interested in her. He just wasn't. He did not like, he didn't find this woman attractive at all. He just didn't. Let's just be honest. Like, black women are not his type. And I think that black women need to be okay with that. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, here's the thing. He's always talking, like a lot of them do, about what black women did and all this kind of stuff. If they don't, like, consider it a favor, you know, when a fuckboy say he don't like black women. I don't understand why women get up in arms. But what I don't understand the most is the whole, all of these black women come and see y'all, that's what you get for messing with them snow. Let them have their snow. Who cares? And then why marginalize the white woman? Ain't the problem. She's not the problem. She is not the problem. It's him. Okay, it is him. Exactly, Neutral Zone. Very, very, very ridiculous. Where you been, Muffin? Where you been? All right. So what I wanted to do is annoy you and myself and review this shit where Jag was on here running roughshod for him, right? Because she loves to climb Mammy Mountain. If you don't know what Mammy Mountain is, you're about to find out, because she definitely about to climb it. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Eclectic Tarot says he's not my type either. Eclectic Tarot did a reading on him. So if you guys want to check that out, go over to her channel to check out the reading that she did on Shannon Sharpe. I hate saying his name because my husband's name is Shannon and they're like so different. You know, I do not like saying that that's his name. But yeah. And Sweet Love says he really don't even think she's funny. Guarantee he couldn't wait for her to get out of the chair so he can quit. Yeah. I mean, he just don't. He just don't. Like, he literally is like a stereotype. But let's get into it.
How does nobody see what they're trying to do? Because this is pure distraction. Pure.
From what?
And why is nobody looking at the lineup?
The lineup.
Oh, I'm fixing to work today. Y'all gonna watch me work today. I love it when God takes these moments.
Here we go. Invoking God. God ain't got nothing to do with these Negroes, but she's gonna find a way, okay, to come up with some sort of theory. And of course, I haven't watched this, y'all. I seen like a clip on IG of her saying something. So look, I already know. I'm finna make my prophecy, right? She is going to say something related. Of course, we already know this is, you know, it's a takedown, a shakedown, or whatever. But there's going to be some personal information that she knows. There's going to be some like eyewitness detail that only she knows. Okay. Berry Cherry says she smells Newports all of a sudden. Baby, don't disrespect Newports. And I'm not a smoker. Okay. You're not smelling Newports, you smell Black and Milds. Okay. They stale too, Muffin. They're stale Black and Milds. I just want you to know. Amen.
To just let me run amok.
Okay, let's skip their intro. Here we go.
Right now, we have just a bombshell of news that's every day is something new pouring into this whole thing with, and I'm going to take it to the top with Disney, ESPN, and Shannon Sharpe. And we want to break this thing down because this is at a level to where all the signs were there from the Cat Williams interview, Monique, and we're going to go through there, but it seems like it fell on deaf ears. So first and foremost, Jack, when you seen the news come through, what is your initial thought? Because everything's alleged as it is presented. It's alleged, and then evidence are coming out. What was your initial thought on the Shannon Sharpe situation?
I would have to agree with Candace Owens. It's clearly a shakedown.
How is it like, this is what I don't be understanding. A shakedown of, like, if you don't trust a woman so bad that you have to ask her to do an NDA in order to sleep with you and she refuses, and then this is the result, how is that a shakedown? No, maybe he did the shit, or just maybe he's a sucker. And what do we do to suckers? We lick them. Amen.
What I actually thought was, how does nobody see what they're trying to do? Because this is pure distraction.
Distraction.
Pure.
From what?
And why is nobody looking at the lineup? Oh, I'm fixing to work today. Y'all gonna watch me work today. I love it when God takes these moments to just let me run amok.
God don't have nothing to do with you.
I really do. I love it. 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 I love it so much. I love it when God literally puts his hand on me and says, Jag, go act a fool.
Do y'all hear this woman? Now, y'all know I am not saved, honey. I am not of the religious sort, but I do not believe in participating in things that are sacrilegious and debauchery, honey. Debaucherous. Listen, God has not put his hand on you and told you to do shit. Okay? Now, do not be sitting up there misidentifying God for shaitan, honey. Don't do that.
And that's what we about to do today. So let's go. Let's get into it.
Let's go. First and foremost, let's work this thing slowly. An alleged situation comes out where Shannon Sharpe, Tony Buzby, out of all people, who just sued Jay-Z, the name fell apart with that lawsuit against the little girl. Tony Buzby, of course, is representing a Jane Doe who alleges that Shannon Sharpe R-word her, abusive relationship, and that's where it starts.
Yeah.
When you read that, what is your take on just Tony Buzby being involved with a Jane Doe coming after Shannon Sharpe, after what just happened with the case against Jay?
Well, see, the problem that I have with all of that is this. No one's being honest about the case with the 37 going on 38-year-old autistic female who was hunted down and stalked like an animal. There was an agreement made.
Okay, so now she's talking about the case that people found where the girl's father even said that she was lying. And look at her. Do we not see the crazy eyes going? Do we not see the crazy eyes? Like, stop it.
Behind the scenes, no one's telling the truth about that. There were promises and assurances made. And then after everyone respectfully dropped what they had to drop, all of a sudden, private investigators are on her door. That dog didn't stop barking. Clear sign. Very, 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 very clear sign. Sorry, somebody keeps trying to call me. I forgot to put it on a do not disturb. But why is nobody talking about that? She dropped the case, he dropped the case, and allegedly there was payment. Why did those private investigators still need to go to that young woman's store? You know, with Buzby coming forward as the great champion against all of these evil elite, taking him down would be like the best thing in the world, wouldn't it? For them. If they can get him in one case where they can prove that it was a shakedown, that it was a this, that it was a that takes Busby out the Diddy game, don't it?
Sounds like it.
Just let's be honest. Because of the Jane Doe case that is mucked and mired with the autistic victim who never took back what she said. She just said it was too much pressure. See, that's what happened. But nobody.
Okay. So here's the thing. If the girl's dad said that she's lying, if the stories are not adding up to anybody, and if you're supporting her, we know that there's some bullshit in the game. Yes, I'm unique. She's still funking up the blue couch. She still got her stinking ass on that couch, funking it up. I know that couch stank. It is no doubt in my mind that couch don't stink. Okay, that couch stank. I know it do. Anyway, I'm sure she's gonna get more into the Shannon Sharpe thing or whatever. But Tony Buzby is being, what says Queen Burrell said, I pulled the court docs and Jay-Z team can still file sanctions against Buzby since they filed it without prejudice. Absolutely. Absolutely. And here's the thing, the judge, like, different courts are losing faith in Tony Buzby because of the fact that he has been doing things that people don't necessarily think is it's good, or becoming of an attorney, like liking social media posts that imply guilt and stuff like that. He's done a lot of things. Like, this is why he's got a lot of his pro hacks like denied. This is why he's been taken off the case or whatever. And he wasn't trying to be bothered with her either, though. With Jack, nobody, if you think about it, nobody reputable wants to be bothered with Jag. Like, she's a liability. Liability.
Nobody wants to talk about that at all. That woman is autistic. What they put her through, she should be suing them for mental distress.
She's such a good actress.
It's ridiculous.
She should be suing them for mental distress. I've recently seen Jag doing victim blaming to an actual rape survivor. Jag is so full of it. She has no compassion at all. So it's weird. And I feel like a lot of women are like this. Notice how when it comes to somebody that she doesn't like, it's all bad. It's not possible, because like none of these, I don't support any of these folks. I don't care, give a damn about Jay-Z, none of them, right? But if somebody is lying and it's obvious, just because I don't like you doesn't mean that I have to like lower my integrity and say, well, yeah, I hope they get him. No, you know what Mrs. D said, her and Sonya has the same energy. Probably, I would say definitely a manipulative energy. Definitely. I'm not going to sit up there and say, you know, with someone just because I don't like them. But what I do notice, especially with the Black Power mamas, the Black Power mammies, that mammy is in my book too. The Black Power mammy, when it comes to those men violating a woman that's not black, she's always wrong. And that's literally another form of mammying. That is definitely climbing Mammy Mountain, right? because they don't see the humanity in women, period. Everything is for the approval of men. Like, I've heard women say stuff like, when a tragedy happens to a woman that is not non-black and it's at the hands of a black man, they'll say something like, no black woman is harmed. That's mammying. That's trash. Like, you got to see humanity in people. You can't just walk around saying, okay, if they didn't do it to a black woman, it's okay. And if it's a black man doing it to a white woman, it don't matter. But when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? Like, how it's just weird. It's with her, it's because she don't like this girl, period. I mean, she don't like him. Hey, S&W.
So Tony Buzby, he had reached out to a bunch of people to ask if anyone has a case against, of course, Diddy and a few other people, please come to him for him to get this case. In again, with regarding Shannon Sharpe, do you feel like, because Shannon Sharpe said this is a witch hunt, a shakedown, is Buzby? Do you feel like technically victims are going to go to him because he actually is going to go through with prosecute or the lawsuits versus just going to anyone with another name?
Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. This is one of my moderators. Something must be happening. I'm texting.
Can y'all imagine? I'm on let's say I'm on Tasha K's and I stop an interview because a mod texts me about some chat stuff. Like, I've noticed too, like, she's super rude with a lot of stuff. Like, she just, like, you know how, like, she interrupts everybody's conversation to make small talk about nothing. And what is this old lady voice that she puts on sometimes? She gets into this character where she starts sounding like an old white lady. It's weird. Unicorn Jim, honey, I'm not about to be bothered with you, baby. She said, are those braids attached to that hat? Baby, look, I'm not about to do this with you, Muffin. I'm just not. I'm going to send you to the wall.
It's no, because it's about to get serious. You know, a lot of people were angry at Shannon Sharpe after his Cat Williams 2024 God Ain't Playing With Y'all interview. A lot of people were angry with him. Matter of fact, there's a lot more people who reached out to him.
Who was angry with him, though? And Cat ain't claiming Jag, though. Make no mistakes about it.
After Cat, well, he turned away because he couldn't take the heat. Is everyone forgetting that? And Cat warned him, they're going to come for you. Monique came after that, told him, they about to get you. You better watch.
Okay. They're going to come for you. You've been messing. What do you mean? How is she's coming for him? Like, that's a false equivalency. That's why, like, that's that thing that makes it to where everything is the white supremacy or the white man doing it. No, that ain't got shit to do with it. That ain't got shit. He was messing around with her, and he obviously did something, or may not. He put himself in a vulnerable position, or he did exactly what that lawsuit said that he did. And listening to some of those voicemails, I believe I'm more inclined to believe that he did it. So whatever. Nidra said them braids probably stink. Baby, she stank, okay? She stank too.
Watch who you kicking it with. She told him the kindest, most polite way possible. And then all of a sudden, he's accidentally going on Instagram, setting up whole corn lives. Humiliation ritual. Down to the floor.
That was not no humiliation ritual. Like, this is why, like, y'all, I know y'all be asking me to do the esoteric content again and stuff like that. This is why it's hard to be done now, because people like Jag go in there and lie and manipulate, don't know what they talking about stuff that they have no idea. She has absolutely, and I say this on record, and I need to do another video because I see she's over there invoking Willie Lynch because she believes that, and a lot of people do. If you do, it's because people have told you this, but it's been debunked. The Willie Lynch letter is fake. Willie Lynch never existed. Okay. But she's over there acting like it's a real person. And again, she has no occult knowledge. She has no esoteric wisdom. She is just talking. She's talking. Like, thank you, Tiff. Tiff said that was perversion, not a ritual. No, he's a pervert. If you read the court documents from both women, right? Both women that he was messing around, he's into getting his booty played with. He's into BDSM. He's admitted. He's not going he's not cowering away from the fact that he's into perverted stuff. So how is he humiliated by that? This is not a humiliation ritual. Like, and I'm tired of people saying that, and I'm not saying that there isn't, because there is an aspect of humiliation mixed in with sexuality and stuff like that. That definitely exists. But some of these Negroes are just gay. Okay? Some of them are gay. Some of them like their booties played with. Some of them like that. Okay, we're not going to sit up here and blame the white man because some Negroes like to suck dick. We're just not going to do that. No, we're not. Not today.
But why is nobody paying attention to? They're talking about money. 10 million offered to be quiet. She asked for 25,000 for the SCX. He wants 100 million for defamation and whoopty-whoopty-woo and all of this. Why is nobody talking about the simple fact that this is a man that's pushing 60 who's messing with a girl that's barely old enough to drink?
On his own, though. So how do you come back and get to say that this is the white man, this is a shakedown, and this is the humiliation ritual? That is a big buck. Okay? That big bull-faced Negro, big strong football player is not the victim of some little white woman that he was screwing. Like, is she really just gonna sit up here and make him a victim because that's what he sought out? That's what he wanted. He went to her. He went to her. He went to her. He started hitting on her. He wanted her. So how does it turn around now? He's just a victim of her. Like, you got to pick the side of the argument that you want to be on and stay on it.
Yeah.
Let's stay there.
Let's stay there.
Because everybody skipped over that. They also skipped over the name that he dropped. She's a very unique name. Now, I'm not going to say her first name, but the family name that she holds is Zuniga.
Here we go.
I've been researching, trying to figure out if she's related to the Hollywood Zunigas.
You mean Zuniga. Okay, there is no Zuniga. It's Zuniga, right? And it is a very common Latin name. It's very common. It's almost like having a last name of like Johnson or Smith. It is a common last name. Okay. I know personally 3 unrelated, one Mexican and one actually was from Spain, last name Zuniga. Okay, that is a common name for them. Here she go building these theories, and this is why I think that she is the actual agent, because she mixes so much disinformation and lies and bull crap into things that are happening in these conversations that she muddies it up. She muddies it up so bad that nobody is going to take the conversation seriously because they're not going to be able to understand it. So they need people like Jag, which is why Michael Flynn gave this woman an award. Just really think about it. Of all people, Michael Flynn picks the biggest known liar on the internet to award something. Okay? This is them lifting up and putting someone in position that is not credible, right? Because if she was actually exposing stuff, if she was actually doing these things or whatever, she would actually be a threat. She wouldn't be the laughing stock. Do y'all see what's going on with her now? She does. Peachy Mama says she swears she's so deep. She does. And actually, she's literally an embarrassment. This woman is embarrassing. And what's more embarrassing is that people actually believe that. And I'm like, it does not take a lot to do research, you know?
Because Daphne Zuniga has ties in some interesting areas behind the scenes. Melrose Place actress. Does anybody remember?
Here she go.
Oh damn, man, that Melrose Place, yeah, 1990s.
Yeah, Daphne Zuniga. She has ties, like I said, some very interesting Hollywood ties. So you messing with this girl who's a child. This man has children older than this girl. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
Yeah, his daughters are 32, son is 30.
And he keeps getting online. And somebody want to apologize to my family. No, you don't. Because you would stop.
So exactly. Lovely, think about that. She says, yes, I remember. She wasn't a big star. So she's invoking the Zuniga name as if they're like some cartel or some like as if they're like the DuPonts or something like that, you know, the Rockefellers or something. She's acting like is that kind of name. How come it didn't work for Daphne though? How come Daphne isn't an A-lister? So if this was a powerful name and you're invoking Daphne Zuniga, where is her clout? Where is her power within this social hierarchy? That's what I'm saying. Like, people don't be like, I don't know what it is. Like, where is the critical thinking? Like, how are you doing this interview and you not be objective? I hate interviews that are not objective, especially when people make weird, grandstanding. Like, it's a lie. And again, which still brings me back because she's out of her own mouth. He's getting with people younger than his children. So then how the hell is it a shakedown and a victim? How is he a victim of his own choices?
You got busted out. You did whatever you did on Instagram. And is everyone forgetting that he was just recently tied to the whole bride and rooming with Casanat and Skip Bayless? Is everybody forgetting that just happened just a couple months ago?
No, we're not forgetting. We're just trying to figure out what makes you think
that just kind of went away. And it was really kind of sad how it went away so fast, because it went away just as fast as the Diddy thing in Discord with that 15-year-old kid. My point is, what you doing messing with with people young enough to be your grandchildren, Hoss? OnlyFans? You're negotiating $150 million big deal for your podcast outlets and all of that, which, by the way, was all set up for you by the NFL. Oh, I'm sorry. Who does Sean Carter work for?
Oh my God. I gotta find that clip that I had of her saying remember when she told me that Jay-Z had something to do with her son being unalived. And she told me, that's what Sean Carter did to me. She is going to, like a true narcissist, when she has a target, she is going to invoke them into every single scenario that she can. Everyone, if y'all have ever been in a situation where you had a narc that was bothering you or following you, you will notice that you will come up for any damn reason or anything. And that's what this is now. So now, Sean Carter works for the NFL, and she's and because, oh my God, I cannot. MBS, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, why does she keep getting interviews? Was she even in the industry long enough to have all this insider info? No, she was not. She was not she never charted. She was not successful. She was labeled as hard to work with then. And, even in the beginning when, I wanted to give her a chance and everybody wanted to give her a chance, as time goes on, you see why ain't nobody fucking with her. You see. You can clearly see, like, she's problematic. I mean, y'all, like, I'm telling you, there are some people that will find a problem with everyone but themselves. Okay. And she clearly is the problem. And honestly, her even talking about the OnlyFans, her problem is nobody chose her. Because really, if you listen to Jag talk long enough, you'll see where her mind is at. You will see where she wanted to be. Okay. She talks about how she was basically a madam and she was setting the girls up to be with men. And then she says that, she tries to say that she was like the girlfriend of billionaires and stuff like that. And high profile. And we know that's not true. We know that's not true. And I'm not saying that billionaires don't mess with hood boogers, because obviously they do. But where are you going to take a Jaguar Wright? Ain't nobody finna take they billionaire self and sit down at a gas station and eat no chicken with Jaguar Wright. Because that's about the only place you could take this clown. This is the same woman that we saw sitting in a restaurant, in a restaurant on a live stream, offering a man to have sex with her for oxtails. Like, stop it, ma'am. Stop it. Okay. Shout out to Stars Above the Emerald Forest. She says, thank you for the super chat, Muffin. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Okay. She says, here she goes mentioning Jay-Z again and alleging he has something to do with this. She will later claim she never said this at all. And it's AI. Exactly. She's going to say it's AI. She's going to say it's AI. And it's like, no, real life street stars, I don't care what nobody says. They know she's lying. They be in and out of getting into it with her too, just like how she's into it with everybody now, Sean Atwood and all these other people. She been getting drug up and down these YouTube streets. But this is all for money. They get their best views from her, and it works. It works for them. And they know that people are dumb and that people will sit there and listen to this mess. They know it. They know it. Well, I'm saying, B Will, where you gonna take Jag? Just think about that. Where you gonna take her to? You can't even take this girl to you can't even take her to like a Brazilian steakhouse. Can you imagine? Can you imagine taking her to Hell's Kitchen? What would she wear? What would she order? How would she treat the wait staff? This woman has been cultured to be not by herself. I'm not blaming this on her mother, right? She is a cultured hood booger by choice. Okay? That's just what she is. Like, she's so ratchet. You can't take her. Where's a billionaire gonna go with her besides a Motel 6 where nobody will recognize them? Like, she can stop. She fantasizes about being that type of woman. If you think about the women that she goes after, typically the women that she hates, they're sexy, they're attractive, they're talented. Now, there was a time in her life when she was talented, and I don't care what y'all say. Y'all be sitting there talking about she cannot sing anymore. Jag sounds like the Newports have taken over her vocals. Okay, it just is what it is. It is what it is. But yes, be well, a chicken joint, because where else you gonna go with her?
The puzzle is puzzling.
No, last time I checked, Mr. Carter works for the NFL, and he was the one that got real smart Black Americans who were boycotting the NFL to stop giving the NFL their money. He was able to make all of that happen. I think we're past bending a knee. And then all of a sudden, Black people giving their money back to the NFL again?
Here's my issue with this whole conversation with the NFL. Who is it that most of the NFL employs? So basically, y'all wanted everybody to stop watching football, and you want all of these Black millionaires to lose their money, because they love to say we're gonna start our own league. Okay, Trump could not even successfully start his own league with his money, right? So just really think about what you're saying when you say this, right? Colin Kaepernick, who I don't even know if he really is half Black, right? Because why? First of all, He never met his father. So we don't know who his daddy is, because he looks Arab to me, actually. But we don't even know who this Negro's daddy is. And yes, he was taking a knee, and I know a lot of people were supporting it. There's a lot of stuff to go on behind that. I'm not going to go into it, but I was vindicated, okay? Because I saw through that shit very, very early. But if you and just really thinking about that, they employ all of these black folks. Most of the players are black, right? Most of these men make the kind of money that they would never make working at Amazon, right? Let's just be clear. So we're boycotting for what? We're so that those people can lose their jobs, right? Or lose money, or what? I just don't get it. You're like, I just don't get it. And honestly, like, and I'm not gonna get into it, but we literally were boycotting for Colin Kaepernick to get a job, who had a really bad season before all this stuff happened. So no, I wasn't for boycotting so that Colin Kaepernick can go up there and put all that damn hairspray together so that he could have an afro. Okay? Because, like, let's just be clear that it was not a natural afro. That was a blow dryer and holding spray. Aquanet holding spray. Okay?
Those blackouts were for real, and it was costing the NFL millions.
It was not. They
And
did
all
not.
these people care about is money.
Jack, what is the age that you should be? I mean, when you're like that age, what's the youngest you should be to?
An almost 60-year-old man shouldn't even find a woman under the age of 30 attractive.
So, again, genius, if he shouldn't find her attractive, where is the shakedown? Because he found her attractive. He found her attractive.
A man pushing 60, all of that wisdom, all of that knowledge. The only way you want something young and dumb is if you want something young and dumb. Because you don't want to be challenged in your actual life. You know, growing older is
she not? Y'all, please tell me if she's contradicting herself or not. Because at the beginning, he's a victim because this is a shakedown. Them people then came after him. The people then did it. But now you're admitting that he was just attracted. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stars Above the Emerald Forest is, hey, girl, thank you so much for the support. Girl, I appreciate you. I really do. You know that. She says, have y'all ever wondered how Willy Wonka had a chocolate factory? It was because of Jay-Z. Think about it. Let me tell you something. Go to the wall, ma'am. Go to the man. Go to the wall, ma'am. Okay? Go to the wall. Yes, gold experience. It was a blow. Look, I am, well, I don't do, I'm retired, so I don't do it anymore. But I'm a former salon owner, former cosmetologist, former cosmetology instructor. He does not have the capacity to have that perfect afro, okay? It took lots of teasing and lots of Aquanet, or as my girl Tiff said, lots of white rain hairspray. Okay. He didn't even use the Moroccan oil blue can of Holden spray. No, he used some straight Aquanet. Okay. That was a frozen afro. He does not have the ability. You got to think about it. In order to get an afro, what you got to have? What you got to have? Even my like, I can't even have the perfect afro without doing extra manipulation. Afros is for 4C hair. Okay? It's a certain type of hair texture that will hold a specific type of afro. That Negro's afro was perfect. He ain't never had a nap in his hair. He ain't never had a kink. Okay? I know that was a fake afro. It might have been a wig, Jesus. Who knows? Who knows, y'all?
isn't growing up. Are we forgetting about the case
Not pumped
that
up.
Jean-Claude Van Damme got on him?
Here we go.
With all of those teleported young women that he just got busted with? and he knew they was being moved around people. Him and Shannon Sharpe around the same age.
So why are we talking about this?
You know, Shannon Sharpe, he just recently a resurfaced video came out to where he was with Donnell Rawlings, you know, Ashley Larry with Dave Chappelle, and he was kind of getting on him for being 46 with a 23-year-old, and was jokingly asking, you know, where'd you meet Forever 21? Why didn't you talk to the mama? And that interview was like just a few months ago, last year.
A little hypocritical, ain't it?
Yeah, it's almost like he was hiding his own desires.
Hiding his own desires, or maybe just projecting.
Like you, Jag?
Maybe he was just projecting. Why do people think that Shannon is smart? Because he knows how to read. Oh, I can get a monkey to read.
You know what? It's funny that you should say that, Jag, or shall we say Hag? It's funny that we should say that because I'm trying to figure out. I've read so many people say that you were smart. That, you know, Jag ain't lied yet when all you do is lie. Like, it's the same thing. It is the same thing, okay? Brina West says, I thought she was playing about the shakedown, especially when she said she agreed with Candace Owens. No, she's serious. She's serious. She said them people was coming, child. Mm-hmm.
There's monkeys that have bachelor's degrees. What he is a broke down mandingo fighter still working on behalf of the NFL.
He's a broke down mandingo fighter still working on behalf of the NFL. And respectfully, like myself, honey, you are a YouTuber. Okay? Surprise, surprise. Guess who owns YouTube? This is what I don't be understanding about these quacks. You mad at him for working for the NFL and calling him some sort of mandingo broken warrior for working for the NFL, right? Because they're white. White people, y'all be on the internet, on the white man's internet. You sitting over there on the white man's Wi-Fi, okay? On white man's YouTube, profiting from super chats. All of this stuff. What is the difference, ma'am? What is the difference? Okay?
That's what he is. Period. You want to know what else I also find funny? That he did that interview with the baby person who sat there and told him about when he met Beyonce. Y'all remember that? That happened on Shay Shay.
She is gonna look, the one thing about Jaguar Wright, she gonna find a way to triangulate Jay-Z and Beyonce into everything. Here's an idea. They're celebrities, honey. Okay? So they're in the same kind of like social class, for lack of better words, right? So they're not gonna run into you at the Red Roof Inn where you used to live and shit like that, right? They're gonna run into each other at those kind of places. That's not how that works. Like, this is so weird. Hey, Dr. Carissa, girl alive.
And he talked about how he was at the Diddy party at Diddy's house. And how after, the festivities were winding down and it was getting later into the middle of the night, approaching 3 a.m., Diddy got rid of almost everybody, but he let the baby stay behind with him and his close friends. And then he talked about how Beyonce was there and Jay-Z was there. Not at their house, at Diddy's house. And how Beyonce presented herself to him. And she didn't have to do that because he knew who she was and he couldn't believe she was talking to him. But she approached him. Kind of like how she approached that old friend of his when he said that he was at the party and the little people was there and she asked him, "Isn't this sexy?"
Y'all, do y'all pay attention to how her energy changes when she's talking about Beyonce? It's real. Like, she really believes that if it wasn't for Beyonce, she would be that bitch. Like, I really believe in her mind, which, that's how narc hoes are, right? She believes that Beyonce is undeserving and she's more deserving. Because again, she has never seen the type of success in her career that she has seen lying on YouTube. She just hasn't.
Damn.
My. How illuminating. There's been a lot of freaking off going on for a long time. Why does everybody keep... Let me tell you this. Beyonce, Giselle knows Carter. It does not matter how much money they spend, how many people, those tickets ain't gonna sell. And I'm gonna tell you why they not gonna sell. Because God said no. Period. God said no. Y'all need to start trying.
Maybe people are broke. Maybe their pockets said no. Like, this is just so bizarre. April, thank you so I'm sorry, Peachy. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the support, Muffin. Thank you.
There is no turning back. You're caught. I wish you had the common sense that animals do when they're caught. They just surrender. But no, y'all gonna fight it to the very end. Y'all gonna bring this broke down old NFL bum who apparently will do anything with his genitals to help cover or create validity where there is none. With the
Bae, was Shannon Sharpe a broke down NFL bum?
You mean when he was playing?
Yeah.
Nah, he was him. He in Hall of Fame
I
for
was
a
gonna
reason.
say I thought he was a Hall of Famer.
He's in Hall of Fame for a reason. He wasn't a bum like he far from a bum.
This woman is crazy to be critiquing people's careers when your career is the one that failed. You have no Grammys. You have no you're the one that's the failure with your career.
the weirdos with his little orange purse. Screwing people's kids. Screwing kids young enough to be his grandchildren. Shame on you.
What?
I'm finna get out of here, man, because it's only certain people who willing to call that out, and it's always the weirdos. It's always the people who can be easily dismissed.
But she started off saying that he's a victim, that it's a shakedown. So this, I don't understand what's happening. She started off saying that it's a shakedown, you know, the people coming after him, but now it's something wrong. It's like, how do you get to have both sides of the argument?
I mean, I don't know how you get to do it in one video. I mean, people do it in two different videos all the time, but
Right.
in the same video is crazy.
Right. Right. Why is her face like that in this like, look at the demon, child. Look at the demon. I rebuke you, Satan. I rebuke you.
You a dirty old man.
He showed
Period.
He showed this.
Of course it's a shakedown. What it is a setup.
So see what I mean? How is it a setup and a shakedown, but he's a dirty old man? That's Mammy Mountain, honey.
The two don't, like, it could be possible, but I don't know how you put that out to the public like that. I mean, I guess it could be a shakedown while he's still a dirty old man.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's not a shakedown because he's a dirty old man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it not a shakedown. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Shout out to Sleepy B. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says for the content. Thank you, Muffin. I appreciate that. See what I mean? Like that, she's nuts.
To find a way to get Tony Buzby out of the Diddy game right before the trial?
Peachy because they're making money.
Jay-Z, Shannon Sharpe, all in the same bed. Are they not?
Hey. So, Jag, the problem of the age is one problem. I want to move over to the girls' race.
It's not a problem. It's just disgusting.
Yeah, just disgusting. I mean, she's legal, but it's kind of wild. But
Barely.
people are
How, like, it's not a problem. It's just disgusting. No, it's a problem. It's a problem and it's disgusting. This is like, look, I'm not the saved one, honey, but what is it say? What does it say? An unstable. What is that? What is that scripture? And something unstable in all his ways. I don't know why I can't remember. I know some of y'all is gonna correct me, but whatever that verse is, baby, this is what we're looking at. Unstable in all her ways.
I'm just trying to figure out, how does a man with that much money, how does a man with that much access need to go to OnlyFans to get some tail?
So if you had read the lawsuit, you would realize that they didn't meet at OnlyFans, all-knowing jag liar. They didn't meet on OnlyFans, they met at the gym. But here's a better question. You claim to be running hoes for these celebrities back in your day. So what you mean you don't know? She said that she used to supply them with women. So how you don't know? Like what? Like how? What? Like where? What is this weird ass sense of morality you got now?
was that his problem that he OnlyFans seemed like a one and done situation. It seemed like he kept the relationship open.
Once again, that little girl has assigned herself to be a whore. And that's who you...
She's not a little girl. She is an adult. And yeah, she has decided to be a whore for sure. Stars above the Emerald Forest, thanks you so much for the super chat. She says, ever wonder how JD Vance gets his eyes lined perfectly? It's because of Beyonce. Now y'all know. You know what, girl? You just itching to get on the wall, ain't you? You just itching to be on the wall. You gonna get it. You gonna get there too. Okay, wait a minute. What's pink cocaine, Flora? Pink cocaine. What is pink cocaine? That's that extra powerful stuff Diddy was using. Oh, you know what? I'm such a square. I don't be knowing what be happening. I don't be knowing what's going on. Nobody knows it. Man. Should be squares to that. Yeah.
That's who you clienteling with? As a grown-ass man, you should be telling her that there's more for her to do with her life than peddling her booty on OnlyFans.
25K a cheat.
But wait, how does she, do y'all understand what I'm saying when I say this is weird? Because she understands this lifestyle from a personal way because she participated in it. She says that she was the girlfriend of billionaires, multiple billionaires. Like, we know it's a lie, you know what I'm saying? But she's been saying that, and she was saying that she was supplying women. She said she was doing that. Now you don't get it. Now you don't get it. One Jennifer says she has to have high blood pressure, and it was just something she just said. I forgot. Let me rewind just a little bit.
Once again, that little girl has assigned herself to be a whore, and that's who you're clienteling with. As a grown-ass man, you should be telling her that there's more for her to do with her life than...
Because all of a sudden, rich, dirty, old, freaky men have morals, and they when they see women that they're attracted to, their first inclination is to save them. You know, I remember what she said. She said something about this girl is peddling ass. Girl, wasn't you in the Jamaican restaurant peddling ass for oxtails? You literally was trying to sell booty for oxtails. You literally wanted to offer a man a good time and a happy ending for a family size portion of oxtails. But now you don't understand what it is you're mad. You're mad because you were willing to do it to bust down for oxtails, and Gabriella Zuniga can bust down for 25,000 a cheek. Okay, I think we're getting to it now. I see what the problem is.
Peddling her booty on OnlyFans.
And you were peddling your booty in the restaurant. In a restaurant, honey. In a corner restaurant, you were peddling your booty. Ask for oxtails, honey.
25K a cheek.
And you paid it? You that hard up that you got paid little kids? Tell you a real story.
Oh boy.
My mother's stepfather, the man who unalived my grandmother. I never met my grandma.
Okay, y'all. We got a jag tail. Coming. I really should be playing that one joint. That one girl who be imitating her, telling all these weird lies.
She was unalived on my uncle's 6th birthday during the birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Mac unalived the mother of his children and the mother of someone else's children right in front of her kids. He only did 7 years for that. Destroyed my mother's family and destroyed every last one of them.
Chandra said, "Let me make myself a drink."
You know, they used to make me go over there, even though he had touched all over everybody, forced himself in ways that an adult should never force their way on young people. He done all of those things. They knew it. He took my grandmother's life. And they would still send me over there to go get money from him and stuff so he could pay, I guess, some kind of ghetto reparations. But he would still try to hit on all of us when we would come over there. I never understood why they would send us there. Just go get the money and get whatever he got. We need it. The very man who took my grandmother's life. And I look like my grandma.
Oh, God.
And I'll never forget when I seen the girl that I went to school with, because his apartment was right across the street from my high school, William Penn, Broad and Girard. And that's why they would make me go, because I was right there, right? I went to school there. But when I seen the girl who was in the grade above me, coming from his place, putting those $100 bills in her pocket. She was 15 and a half, going on 16 years old. He was in his 70s, and he was hiring her to come and give him blowies.
Oh my God. Did she just say that this person was a minor and now she's saying she's giving him blowies? So this is consistent with how I've seen her lately victim blame rape victims, okay? She wasn't giving him anything, okay? She was being assaulted. Okay? That's what that is. Rock and Robin, Girl Alive. How do we get here? Baby, it is always time for whenever she's talking, we got a jag tail. Like she has to find a way to make the story about her every time. Dr. Carissa said, "Who keeps giving her the microphone? Anybody that wants views, honey." You don't you remember when she came over here and told me, if you start doing positive Jaguar Wright content, your views will go up. People who are doing positive Jaguar, like, girl, how can I do? You're lying, Muffin. You're lying. Okay. Um, Brina says, "Are these childhood traumas a lie too?" I can't. I don't. I really hate to say this. I really do. But because she lies so damn much about everything and about traumatic situations at that, I'm literally inclined to believe that these are made up stories. I don't believe her. And then I remember back a couple years ago, after Tasha did the documentary on her, which is on Amazon. That's a flex, ain't it? I know she can't. I know she hates that damn documentary is on Amazon, honey. So especially since her name is buzzing everywhere, so there's a whole another group of people that are gonna be watching this. Hint, hint. But a few of her family members jumped on my stream, and they said that this woman she lies. She lies. Like no different than when she came over to the platform and said something about she tried to act like her mother's body was being hidden, or no death certificate, and there was a conspiracy when we went right and found it. Like she's just weird, like child. Exactly, she's the little boy who cried wolf. How can you believe anything that comes out of her mouth? You cannot. And Sweet Love says she's in the wrong occupation. She should write. Not only should she write fiction, she should star in like dramatic Broadway plays, cuz like even her storytelling is very dramatic. It's like she should be narrating a book or something. It's weird.
And I knew who that girl was. And her mama was on crack. Her and her brothers and sisters didn't eat a lot. I'm talking about a 15 and a half, 16-year-old girl going to service this old man
Mm-hmm.
who was every kind of pervert and every kind of thing that is wrong in the eyes of God. And she did that to get that money to help feed her and her siblings because her mama was on crack. And I went to school with her. How was the Shannon Sharpe thing any different than what I just told you?
And why would you be sharing someone else's trauma on a platform that has 1.41 million subscribers? Why would you do that? I wonder, did she get permission to share this woman's trauma?
That's real. Wow.
How was that any different? How was he any different than my pervert, dead step grandfather who took my grandmother's life and assaulted everyone in the family and even tried?
Okay, so Shannon Sharpe let me tell y'all something. Shannon Sharpe is a ugly niggly bear. Okay. He is got some hips. He be throwing his hips like a $2 whore, right? He has his purse. He be cooning and all that kind of stuff. Pervert, alleged rapist. But that's not the same as someone who unalived someone. That's not the same topic. Like this is weird, but this is consistent with a narc, right? They always like really like exploit topics and try and triangulate things that don't go. Like it's weird. It's so weird, y'all.
Us. The grandchildren of the woman he unalived.
Jag, just curious, what ended up happening to him?
Mac?
Yeah, Matt.
He went to jail for 7 years and then came out and left the rest of my aunts and them to grow up in the system after they had been abused and all of that stuff. My father did the eulogy at his funeral because they couldn't find a minister that would touch him. And then the family got mad at my dad because my dad sat there and told the truth about that man with his dead body present. And the only reason I went to the burial was so I could piss on his grave.
And we believe that you pissed on his grave. Yeah, we believe that, Jag. We like you totally went there and pulled out your dick and peed on that man's grave. Yeah, we believe you. I can just see it now. Jag went to the interment and pulled her dick out and pissed on that man's grave. Yes, we believe it.
That's what happened to Mac. He lived a semi-long life, and he continued to keep abusing young people while my aunts knew he was doing it and did nothing to stop it.
It's like there's several Macs in the black families around the world. How come Mac never gets punished like this? What do you why do you think that is? No one's ever punishing a Mac. He just ends up dying of old age.
He still got to answer to God. They all still got to answer to God. And I can't wait. I hope when the fire hit Mac, it burns his genitals first. I hope it just goes right to the place of harm first. Those are all facts. Shannon Sharpe is no different than Homer McClendon Sr., who they call Daddy Mac.
Who they call Daddy Mac.
May he forever rot in hell.
Girl.
Jack, let me ask, when Shannon Sharpe is being sued by a white woman for $50 million, when it comes to race and people look at, wow, there you go. And again, Cat Williams told him, like, Cat Williams said, I'm scared of white women. They'll bring you down in 2 weeks, even if you Kang the Conqueror.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing this exactly play out in front of him. And he sat in front of Shannon and said that dealing with a white woman.
But do y'all understand what I'm saying when I say that does not apply? Have they had some sort of situations where, like the guys were set up? Yeah, it's happened, right? But Shannon wasn't set up. Shannon pursued this woman. He pursued her. So like, what? Like what?
Interesting how that whole thing was lined up to make it look that way. So everyone can get all up in arms about a white woman's going after a black man. And now with this and that, that's number one, that's not a woman, that's a child.
She's a 23-year-old woman. Okay, that's disrespectful. Sir.
She ain't even 25 years old yet. By human science studies alone, the human brain isn't completely finished developing until the 25th year of age. She ain't there yet, is she?
Come on.
That ain't no woman. That's a confused, misguided child. That ain't no woman. And I'm sick and tired of people thinking that just because you spread your legs and you take a fool inside your body and you get a couple dollars after that, that's what makes you a woman.
Who says that makes you a woman? Like, what type of backwood, when we was colored, Amistad, color purple, Nettie Seeley type of shit is you talking about? Nobody believes that. Nobody says that in this century. Like, stop it.
She's a child. And he's the adult. If he was being an adult, rather than being an overgrown kid who likes to wear his clothes too tight and run around trying on women's attire and apparel. See what I'm saying? She ain't no woman and he ain't no man. That's a confused, misguided child and a grown PDF. Because if you like it young, you just like it young. Let's just be clear on that. And I've had my fair share of dirty old men to know exactly how real that is.
Baby, it is not lost on us that you have had your fair share of dirty old men, okay? We witness you soliciting said dirty old men. Peachy Bama says, and there are people who eat up every word. This is true. This is absolutely true. This is what they do. This is what they do. But like, I'm still struggling with this concept of this man being a victim. Okay? Like, uh, how? How? How is it? Like, how are we making it? Hey girl. Hey real. What's going on, boo? I didn't know you didn't have a let me make sure this is you because I thought you had a wrench over here. So let me go to your channel to make sure. Okay, it is you. Because you know these people be playing. Okay. These people be playing. But yeah, like this child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I can't. I cannot. Okay. A shout out to Stars Above the Emerald Forest. Thank you so much for supporting. I really do appreciate it. She says, Jag, picture it. Sis, no, and then wait, that's the accent. That's the accent, y'all. Jag be having that accent. That accent. Sophia from Thank You for Being a Friend. What Golden Girls. She has that accent. So we're gonna do it. Picture it. Sicily, 1825. I dropped my iPhone in a plate of spaghetti and Jay-Z was laughing like that shit was funny. The old country was no joke. I can't stand you. Why would you super chat that? Why would you do that? You know what? Let me find my wall emoji. You need to go to the you need to go to the wall. Okay? Go to the wall. Okay? I need to find the wall and put you on it.
So what would you say, you've been in like lifestyles in your past where you've seen relationships where men are sadomasochists, women sometimes like that. And when
That's
you read the text,
dominatrix.
yes, when you read
Well,
the
Yes, y'all remember she says that she was a dominatrix, right? Which again is a contradiction because how in the F do you not understand this lifestyle if you were once a dominatrix who supplied and this is the thing, we know this woman was not no dominatrix. Because first of all, somebody would have been exposed her ass by now. But Jag is just not sexy. I understand she's probably sexual because, she has been a whore, but she's not sexy. And please don't nobody come tell me I'm hating because muffin. Okay. I don't look. I wouldn't even begin to try to defend that. But here's the thing. She wants to be seen in that light. This is why she lies about having these billionaire boyfriends. This is why she was trying to sell booty for oxtails. This is why she hates Beyonce. This is why she claimed that she blew Jay-Z and all this kind of stuff and then said, that's what Sean Carter done to me. That's why she wants to be desired. She wants to be liked. She wants people to respect her and all this kind of stuff. Like, girl, stop it. That's what Sean Carter did to me. That's what Sean Carter did to me.
text
trained.
messages and you see her asking to be choked, he's accused of choking.
Mhm.
Where does the line blur when it comes to like what is done in the bedroom versus what's forcefully done based on being consensual for? Like, hey, yes, this is what I want.
That's a child experiencing and experimenting in negative behavior, and that's an adult that's going along with it. See, this is the thing. There should be no lawsuit because if he was acting like an adult, he'd shut that down. See? Following God's commandments and laws, being a decent human being, and caring about humanity would have stopped all of this, would it not?
Don't y'all hate when these shaitanic weirdos invoke God, morality, and following God's law? I think lying is one of those laws, Muffin. I think lying is one of those laws that you do I need to find the law for you and show? Maybe she didn't read that law. Okay. I know, right? She said, now I cannot unhear Golden Girl's voice, all of them except Dorothy. I'm telling you, I can't.
Yeah, it seemed like he's reliving his teen years or something. I don't know. It seemed like Like
Sounds
he
like he's
like the
doing whatever the
clothes,
white
the
man tell him to
girls.
do. It sounds like he's doing whatever the white man tell him to do to throw off the Diddy trial. This ain't nothing but another distraction.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Shannon Sharpe is risking $50 million, contracts, and his public reputation to throw off the Diddy trial. And y'all listening to this lunatic. Picture it. Sicily. No, really, just really think about it. He's risking his public reputation, his social currency, his money, and all this stuff to throw off the Diddy trial. Lord help. Peachy Bama, thank you so much for supporting me. I appreciate you. She says, by chance, do you think this is another publicity stunt on his end to debunk the rumors? If not, the stylist about to enter the chat for a bag too. Listen, I'm waiting for the stylist to go ahead and tell everybody that Michelle Evans wasn't the only person playing with Shannon's booty. Okay? Because let's be clear. Let's be clear. Michelle was playing with his booty, and she said the booty wasn't tight, right? That it went right on in. Okay. And that, and that obviously he was preparing because she said it was a clean experience as opposed to the experience he had going to her back door. Okay. And he mainly wanted anal and he would not give her oral, right? So if you only want anal, and y'all know my theory, an asshole is an asshole, and everybody's got one. Okay. If he'll mess with your asshole, he'll mess with his too. Amen. So if he was into this booty play and one of his closest people was his gay stylist, honey, okay, who used to be around over to the crib, Muffin, okay, he was in that booty too, allegedly. Allegedly, baby.
That girl needs some serious counseling, and her parents need to get involved before she ends up like Bianca Censura.
Now, this is why I know she needs to stop talking about the occult and the quote unquote Illuminati. Because if she doesn't know that who her family is and what she comes from, if she doesn't understand the significance of that woman in proximity to Kanye, she needs to shut up. Because if you're going to make that person a victim, you're nuts. And you don't know what you're talking about ever.
Come on.
And Shannon Sharpe needs to be canceled. Period.
Yeah, what do you say?
So how does she want him canceled, y'all? But he's a victim of the system as well. This is why, like, it's giving jealous vibes. She's mad because ain't nobody gonna give her no $25,000 a cheek. I'm telling you, this is tied into the oxtail story. She out here like, how this young 20-something-year-old girl getting $25K per cheek, and I'm out here and can't sell no booty for no oxtails. Girl, stop it.
Because of what he's done, not because of what he's done, but because of what he's really trying to do. He's trying to derail this Diddy trial. He's trying to make sure that the Jigga Man don't get caught up in this RICO. He's doing his portion.
She is
for the Illuminati, in my opinion.
Oh, she said it. For the Illuminati, in my opinion. That's what Sean Carter did. Let me rewind that, baby. That was classic. Let's get to the whole wind up.
Dominatrix.
Yes. When you read the text messages and you see her asking to be choked, he's accused of choking.
Mm-hmm.
Where does the line blur when it comes to like what is done in the bedroom versus what's forcefully done based on being consensual for? Like, hey, yes, this is what I want.
That's a child experiencing and experimenting in negative behavior, and that's an adult that's going along with it. See, this is the thing. There should be no lawsuit. Because if he was acting like an adult, he'd shut that down. See? Following God's commandments and laws, being a decent human being, and caring about humanity would have stopped all of this, would it not?
Yeah, it seemed like he's reliving his teen years or something. I don't know. It seemed like
Sounds
he
like he's
like the
doing whatever the
clothes,
white
the
man tell him to
girls.
do. It sounds like he's doing whatever the white man tell him to do to throw off the Diddy trial. This ain't nothing but another distraction. That girl needs some serious counseling, and her parents need to get involved before she ends up like Bianca Censura.
Come on.
And Shannon Sharpe needs to be canceled. Period.
Yeah, what
Not
do you say?
because of what he's done. Not because of what he's done, but because of what he's really trying to do. He's trying to derail this Diddy trial. He's trying to make sure that the Jigga Man don't get caught up in this RICO. He's doing his portion for the Illuminati, in my opinion.
For the Illuminati.
Have we not noticed the kind of interviews he's been doing this year? He's done at least 3 interviews with 3 different people that got up there over there with the Shay talking about what no freak-offs. Didn't he just bring Amber Rose up there?
So, as much as I cannot stand Diddy, I am inclined to not believe that it just by going to a Diddy party means that every Diddy party was a freak off. I do not believe that. That doesn't even make sense for every single party to be a freak off. So if someone went to a party and they said they went there and there was no freak off there, that does not negate the fact that freak offs happened. Like this is what honestly, she's the distraction. She's the distraction, okay? I'm gonna tell you why. As much as this stuff, think about the millions of views. That's why Sean Atwood had to take down those videos. Millions of views have been racked up, right? On her speaking about these cases and these so-called victims who have come out to be fake. Nearly every one of these hoes that was on social media claiming that they were a victim were just clout chasing. So it's people like them and Jag, who she was peddling them all around too. And I'm telling Allie Carter, all of them, all of these people literally are making it look like they're making it seem like Diddy might not be lying. Which we know that he is a liar, and we know that he is the dirty dog that he is. But because they keep highlighting people like Jaguar and these other people, they're going to invalidate actual victims or make them not even want to come forward. Like, seriously.
A goofer thirsty ass.
Yep.
Running around with an airbrush makeup kit in a pocketbook to take away exactly how much she's aged in real life. We caught her at that basketball game, and then all of
Her pocketbook to hide how much she's aged. You see how she's set up in that chair? Jag. Like, baby, have you seen yourself? Have you seen yourself? Do you remember how taken aback you were when you found out that I was older than you? Muffin, you probably need to get some of Amber Rose's makeup. You need Matt, where is Amber? What is Amber's number? Somebody call Amber and ask her if she can give Jag a compact. Do we have any Avon ladies or I'm just saying. Like, girl, you need to call Amber because whatever Amber is doing when she's on camera, baby, it works. You need some. You need some, baby.
a sudden she shows up on Shay looking revived and renewed. To tell everybody wasn't no freak off, even though he had the baby there, and the baby there told him that he was at the freak off with the Jigga Man and the Beyonce and the Diddler at the diddler's lair.
The diddler's lair.
It's just more distraction.
Crazy.
And they got to tap his ass in for another humiliation ritual because they're still pissed off at him about letting Cat up there do what he did.
They got to tap him for a new. So wait a minute. Again, let's talk. Okay. So here she is trying to be the mother of all esoteric and occult talk when it comes to the quote unquote Illuminati, right? And now Shay Shay's in trouble with the Illuminati for letting Cat talk up there. Look, quiet as a cat. If you actually was following the occult symbolism of that, what you'll realize is that Cat, okay, Cat is a made man. All right. Again, this is not Shay Shay's channel like this is my channel. That's a channel that belongs to the company that he is contracted to. Okay. So technically, every single interview, he's not getting them, dummy. Like the fact that she has such a simple minded understanding, there is nothing going out to the tune of millions of views on someone that is an entity that is literally still being paid by the quote unquote powers that be, that isn't out there by design. So when Cat was exposing, understand everything he was exposing was ordered to be exposed. It was okay. Okay. If it was a problem for him to say that, that shit would have never aired and it would have been taken down and it would have been discredited heavily in the media. There is nothing that is getting those types of views that is going out on these platforms that they do not want out there. Okay. And I meant to do the content and I didn't do it. I forgot why. Cat, if anything, Cat was in on it. Okay. And I'm not even trying to say that, everybody is messed up or whatever, but everybody has a part in this. Okay. Nothing is happening without them saying, yo, this is okay to say. So to say that Shay Shay is in trouble, she got me saying Shay Shay. To say that he is in trouble for doing what the quote unquote order told him to do is asinine. For her not to not know this, she needs to stop speaking on that subject. They ain't saying, they not moving. Why do I keep talking and have been talking about the celebrity takeover YouTube since 2018? Because they're here. Look around. Nobody is going to listen to everyday people talk about everyday subjects when their favorite rapper has a podcast, their favorite athlete has a podcast, their favorite celebrity has a podcast. This is a celebrity takeover. So now we are going to have more controlled corporate media on YouTube. And as far as like being a YouTuber yourself, just really think about it. If the people who are supplying ads can run their ads on a celebrity's video versus your video, what do you think that they're going to do? Why, like these celebrities, these are not their channels. These channels, these are partnerships. These are management teams and agents that are doing this. So, yeah, absolutely. She doesn't know what she was talking about. She just does. Like, I can't believe she thinks that Shay Shay is doing some independent media. She's dumb.
And that's how I feel about it. And that's all that is. I'm just disappointed in Candace Owens.
Right.
Oh, go ahead.
I will say Jigga Man. I will not say Jigga Man.
I mean, she went through the trouble of going live about it and doing a whole show pointing out what's obvious, that it's a shakedown, that there's something off with it, that it's wrong. But usually she digs a little deeper. She just kind of left that there. Almost kind of like how what she's doing with the Harvey Weinstein expose. She's really not going after the gusto with that. Taking a little long. She was a lot more dedicated when it came.
And let's see that. And I'm gonna call this real quick. There's an envy thing of Candace. So what I've noticed about Jag is there's a running theme with the types of women that she hates on. Candace actually has a big platform, right? We know that Jag desires one, right? Candace, even though I deem her somewhat problematic at times, Here's what I can say about her. She's polished, right? She's polished, and we don't have to worry about her being on dates at gas station chicken huts like Jag, right? You know what I'm saying? You could take Candace anywhere. Candace can fit in. You know, Candace knows how to read the room. Candace is marketable. Jag is not. This is and now that Candace is quote unquote talking about these exposés of hidden agendas, right? So she's in a lot of Jag's mind, I'm sure she feels like that's kind of like taking from her thunder, because now you actually have someone who can articulate themselves, who's polished, who's not hard to look at, who doesn't look like they smell like stale groceries, right? Um, who has a name for themselves, having the same conversations, but from an intellectual standpoint. So for her, Candace would be a threat. Let's just be clear.
To Scamala. She ain't let that go. Wonder why she's so light with this. Because anybody intelligent can see this for what it is. Question is, why is everybody focusing on what doesn't matter? Everyone's always looking at the details, but nobody's ever asking why. Why is this happening now, at this time? Why? But I like the way they're trying to frame it and make it look like, ooh, the white girl is coming to take down the black man. And just as he was doing that, I guarantee you someone's going to start comparing it to when Bill Cosby was trying to put his bid in to buy a piece of NBC, and then all of his stuff came out. I'm sure there's going to be a couple content creators, especially here on YouTube, trying to line that up to create the whole black against white and, feminists against misogynists, and everyone's going
What aren't you doing that? Like, didn't you just invoke the white man a little while ago?
to be talking about everything other than the fact that the timing of this thing stinks to all high heaven, and it's to attack Tony Buzby.
Well, what do you say then to when Shannon Sharpe is engaging in text conversations and recorded phone calls? Should he have like I think Cameron just said he should have saw the red flags. He should have peeped the whole play. When a girl's talking about don't choke me and you're on phone calls, just staying on the phone with her. At that level of a millionaire, you should be like, let me just get off the phone. Let me stop texting.
Number
We're
one,
talking in person
at that
in the rain.
level of a millionaire, he shouldn't even be involved with that girl.
But yet you want us to believe that billionaires were involved with you, ma'am. Like, this is why I can't respect what Real Life Street Productions is doing. You want us to believe you sat on that blue couch with your stinking ass and sat up there and said that you were dating billionaires, multiple billionaires. Like you think you were a better choice?
Yeah,
If he
facts.
wanted to go and buy himself a whore, there are women that he could have bought that will do all of those things
For oxtails. For oxtails, stew peas, and cabbage. You know all about that, don't you, Muffin?
who are mature. Like, why is everybody running to OnlyFans? Didn't they just hear about what that girl? He got a girl on trial right now. She about to go to jail for life. Early 30s, married. She has a couple kids, and she was on OnlyFans pretending to be a dominatrix. You did you hear about that?
That's news to me.
Yeah. She's in jail right now in California. I'm trying to see if I can get a lead in because I want to interview her about how she feels about her life choices. One day she was married with kids, and now she's about to go to jail for life. Want to know why? Because she was engaged in this kind of behavior that this little girl engaged with the Shay with this unknown man. And she went to his house. She wrapped him up in plastic wrap. His whole body.
Oh yeah, heard about that.
Like a hot dog. She took women's cowboy boots or shoes of some kind, women's shoes, and gorilla glued them to his feet. She beat the crap out and did all kinds of stuff. I guess she forgot to.
You know what? One Jennifer said, Jag looks like she showers in Axe soap. And honey, this is about to sound bad. Y'all forgive me for what I'm about to say because this is real ignorant and I really don't like this kind of talk. But I feel like she would wash her vagina with Irish Spring bar soap. I know that was bad, but she just gives that type to me.
Poke the hole, he expired. And now they're going back looking through all their transmissions and the stuff that she's being charged for doing to him. There's no record that he asked for that. He asked for a bunch of other stuff. It's all happening on OnlyFans. They got whole talk. Like, I mean, why would prestigious men who actually care about their reputations trust themselves with unverified and clearly deplorable people or people with deplorable behaviors? Why would you do that? A man with self-respect wouldn't get involved with something like that at all, unless he's just into that. So, if that's what common sense says, and then I think we just need to look at the fact that this was all set up to discredit Tony Buzby 2 weeks before the Didless trial. I think it also creates a lot of unrest because anyone who hears the name Buzby, they instantly think of Diddy. All of the people that are about to be selected on a jury trial are now watching this, are they not?
And they're watching you too, though.
Yeah, they're definitely going to see it.
If y'all think I'm going to let you use this demon-controlled construct to fix this case, you're out of your mind.
As if you have power or say so. She is delusional.
I also find it funny that all of this popped up just as Diddy lost because he was fighting. He was fighting for what happened to Natanya Rubin and that entire case not to be brought into consideration in this trial as proof of prior bad acts. He's been operating like this for decades. It's going in. Did y'all know that?
Again, news right there.
Y'all didn't know that?
Yeah, that is news.
Because guess what? Natanya's case, it lassos J-Lo right in there. Y'all ain't gonna get away.
Now,
I'm gonna make sure of it.
So.
Y'all ain't gonna fix this case. Not on my watch.
Exactly, one Jennifer. We just don't want to put Irish Spring inside the cuckoo. I couldn't because it would probably be like burning the crap out of me. I can't imagine. But yeah, it does smell good.
So Jack, hold on real quick. Back to Shannon's situation. Matt Barnes just released the audio with Shaquille O'Neal wanting to put money up for any dirt on Shannon Sharpe because he was about to sign a $100 million deal with the Value Network. Could this be more so, Shaq, just black man going after black man, saying let's
Shaq down with all of them people too.
How could this not be Shannon's stupidity and lust? Why? Like, I don't understand, y'all. What is happening? So it just could not possibly be Shannon's stupidity and his lust. It couldn't possibly be that, right?
They all in on it. Why has nobody bothered to ask why no one has sued Courtney Burgess yet? Any of the other people that were mentioned?
Or your ass. Like, seriously.
Why? Why have people who are known to sue upon any bad mention of their name not doing anything? The only person that is doing a lawsuit right now is Chris Brown. All other celebrities. Do you know how hard J-Lo goes after people, or should I say how hard Benny Medina goes after people on behalf of his client for even saying anything disparaging about her name. Why are they not trying to sue Courtney Burgess? Why not? He said he saw all of these people. He said he saw Bieber, he saw Justin, he saw J-Lo, he said he even saw me assaulting my own son on a Diddy tape. Why is nobody?
So someone lies just as much as you? I didn't hear that. Can someone verify? Did Courtney Burgess say that? I guess he said, I'm going to lie back. You lie on me, I lie back. Fair exchange is no robbery.
Nobody else sued him other than Diddy. They got the money. What, they don't care about their name? I'm telling you right now, from the second that I finished logging off with Pierce Morgan, they have been putting all of this crack together, and they have been coming up with every contingency plan that they possibly can to create distraction after distraction after distraction and find a way to confuse the public. So when it comes time to select those juries, reasonable doubt, right?
Boy.
Why do I gotta be the smartest person on YouTube all the time and won't nobody give me credit for it?
Boy. Yeah, real quick. Again, we got to get your take on Kanye West. He just threw out his most disturbing tweet yet, based on a song he put out, saying that he was providing fellatio to his cousin up until the age of 14. Do you feel like he's just trolling at this point, or he's really letting out some?
I think he's just telling it all. The problem is he's telling it too late.
Yeah, he should have been like you and telling every 5 minutes. Black Beauty, I'm not sure that you had a wrench on this channel. I know you got one on the other one, and I'm not sure. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if why that would be. Why you wouldn't be able to send. I don't know, honey. Maybe it's a whatchamacallit thing. A a YouTube thing.
If he had been more honest about his sexual proclivities and the thing that he got, there's a lot of pharmaceuticals involved with Kanye. There's a lot of interesting special doctors with special medicines.
And you need all of them.
If he had told everybody a little sooner. Now they're trying to get him fixed and all set up for a conservatorship. See, that's the problem when it comes to serving God. You can't do it halfway. You got to go all in. You can't negotiate with the devil, not even for a second. Yeah, you're going to have his aha moment. It hasn't gotten here yet, but it's coming. It's just sad watching how people really have a hard time just accepting the truth. These are all devil-loving sodomites who are here to make sure that our people don't break free.
What the hell this guy, what are we breaking free from, Jesus? Can somebody is y'all locked up? Who is it that who is in cat? Oh my God. So now now she's calling people sodomites. Is that a shot at the LGBTQ? I hope not, honey, because you carpet munch a little bit. So I know you not taking shots over there. Especially on the heels of your girlfriend exposing your little bump problem.
From the system. It's Willie Lynch. I've been talking about that on my channel.
And I wish you knew what you like. Here's the thing. Willie Lynch did not exist. Like, stop it. You're talking about it because like I keep like you have a struggle brain. You have a struggle brain.
The Willie Lynch letters. The making of a slave. How to make a slave. Have y'all ever got into any of that?
Yeah, we dabbled definitely.
So you
Will,
know how the process works. Rather than just relying on lynching, which is something that was then pushed back to be used as a last resort.
She must have literally just found out about this fictitious letter that was actually written in the 90s by a black man who admitted that he wrote it specifically to get black people's attention. It was exposed. And if you read the letter, based on what it was saying in the letter, when it described where they were at and all this kind of stuff, you realize that it's a lie. It was really easy to debunk once, it's been debunked, honey. Okay. That person did not exist. The person who actually wrote the Willie Lynch, and the only reason why people know about it is because Farrakhan mentioned it at one of the Million Man marches in the 90s. It's not real. The concept sounds real because it sounds one of those little esoteric situations or whatever, but it's not real. And anyone that, you know, positions himself to be, this aficionado understanding on every damn thing should know that the Willie Lynch letter did not exist. Okay? The man who wrote it actually finally fessed up when it became viral way back then. And then again, if you read it, there were certain words that were not used ever during that time. Even during the time frame that it gave, I forgot exactly what it was. I remember me and Taz went over it extensively. You knew that it was not a real letter, but we're gonna let the people talk because people get mad when you debunk stuff.
The objective was to turn the people against each other. Give favor to one and let that one know they can continue to get that favor as long as they turn against this one. The division in color, which came from all of the abuse by the very cactus that were destroying our lives.
How did she get to the Willie Lynch letter?
Gender, old, young. That's what we do. In the Willie Lynch letter, it stated very clearly that if they enacted these behaviors, that they could control their slaves for up to 300 years. It's been about 300 years, hasn't it? We still doing the same thing?
You are? You still a slave muffin?
no.
My. How illuminating.
Do you feel that black people or our culture feels that we have a sense of entitlement to really what isn't ours, or the Willie Lynch syndrome is it still around? Even
Absolutely. You can look on YouTube and you can see the effect of the Willie Lynch project all over this construct.
There was no Willie Lynch project, dummy.
Blacks going against blacks. Sodomites going against straight women. People lying on each other, deceiving each other, going out of their way to create elaborate traps to keep them from propelling or moving forward. Willie Lynch is all over this construct. You know what else is all over this construct?
No, but I bet you're gonna tell us.
Evidence of the Harvard Report.
Oh my God.
The Harvard Report is a book that was written about how the CIA used the radio stations and record companies and production houses to infuse gangster rap to create unrest amongst our people
And you shouldn't have needed to cite a book that was written in modern times when you could have just went to Project Mockingbird, right? Something that happened over, or you could have went further than that. You could have went back like 60 something years. So you go to the source when you know what you're talking about.
So that they could get us all fit up for the new plantations, which we know as prisons.
Oh God.
Isn't that interesting?
No.
Well,
You want to know one of the record labels that was mentioned in that book?
Not elaborate crackhead stories.
Philadelphia International Records. My Uncle Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff, they had CIA agents in there.
Her
So
uncle.
imagine how heartbroken I was when I found out that they had broken into the studio on Broad Street after a section of that street was named for them, and they destroyed master recordings.
They destroyed the
It was just
masters
some
that
little
held their
weird white
own.
boy that nobody knew broke into one of the most historic buildings in the city of Philadelphia and demolished it.
How did she go from like what in you know who does this? Sonia. You know what? I wonder if they're related. Cuz just like you the way she is skipping. Wait, did she change accents too? Hold on.
I wonder what evidence was in the room.
But that's not the subject, ma'am. Okay. Um how did we get here? How did we get here? How? Anyway, like I'm bored with her. Okay. Let's go over here cuz another Negro that we love to hear talk. This this freaking weirdo, Umar Johnson. He did this situation on The Breakfast Club, right? Actually, I think I want to go straight to his channel when he was talking about it because I don't know what he said on the Breakfast Club, but I feel like he kind of tempers himself sometimes a little bit when he's on those shows. But if you want to hear something crazy, oh, not him trying to say that he about to open the school, y'all. We gotta watch that because I can't. I can't. Um, let me find this video, child. Um, where is it? Uh, hold on. Let me just pull it up because this man here, his take on the Shannon Sharpe thing, I think was just as dumb, if not more. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So let me put it over here.
Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother. Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother, on one condition. I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharpe
The African
was
universe.
accused of the unspeakable. I'm getting text messages telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm going to stand with my uncle Shannon Sharpe.
Why are
I'm
you
going to
calling that
stand
man
with my
uncle?
uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay. No more snow bunnies after this scandal. If you cannot promise me that you will never seek the company of another snow bunny, I cannot stand with you. Uncle.
And let me remind y'all, this is y'all scholar. These are your black leaders. This is who is competing with other scholars in the world. This is your scholar. Okay? This is your scholar.
Shay Shay. Uncle Shay Shay. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam.
How?
I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe on this one. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe on this one. But Uncle Shay Shay, no more bunnies after this. Can somebody confirm if he's being accused by snow bunnies or Afro queens? Is Uncle Shannon being accused of snow bunnies or Afro queens? Who can confirm? Does anybody know the race of Uncle Shay Shay's accusers?
Child.
Are they black or are they white? Are they black? Is this a rice bunny situation?
A rice
Is this
bunny.
a snow bunny situation? Is this a sand bunny situation?
What?
Is this a salsa bunny situation?
Salsa?
Teresa Double O. If you have a co-wife, you can fill out my wifey resume.
Wait. Did this nigga say a wifey resume?
Wifey resumes must come with 2 names on them. Wifey resumes must come with 2 names on them. You know my number. 215-989-9858. You know my number. 215-989-9858. Text messages only. Text messages only. Text messages only. 215-989-9858. I need to know the race of Uncle Shay Shay's accusers.
Oh my.
Was Shannon Sharpe accused by the rice? Was Shannon Sharpe accused by the ice? Was Shannon Sharpe accused by the snow? Was Shannon Sharpe accused by the sand? Or was he accused by the salsa?
Oh my God.
I'm standing with Uncle Shannon because I don't like when black men get taken down. I got to stand by him. Yes, he's a lifetime snow bunny hopper. Yes, he's a lifetime snow bunny hopper, but that's my brother. Uncle Shannon Sharpe is my brother. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe until the facts prove otherwise. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe until the facts prove otherwise. Do me a favor, my beautiful African princesses and my young African prince. Please don't let the dog eat doo-doo on Dr. Umar's school. Can y'all do me that?
What? Like, this is like these irrational, weird ass people. Like, what is going? Don't let the dog. Like, why are you even saying that, sir? Like, dude, you're live. Now Gold Experience. It's not a Google number. It's actually his iPhone number. He be posting the messages and stuff like that.
Can y'all promise me that y'all not gonna let the dog eat doo-doo? Let me say hi to the snow puppy. Come here. Black queens forever. Black queens forever. Come here. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never snow puppy. Black queens forever. I said black queens forever. Black queens forever. Snow bunny. Come here, snow puppy. Come on, baby. Snow puppy. Stay away from our women, snow puppy. Stay away from our women, snow. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies. Y'all have a good one, y'all.
Why is he harassing that dog? This man has gone mad. He is harassing a dog. You gonna harass a puppy? What the hell? What the hell? Shout out to Black Beauty Girl. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. This dude is harassing a puppy.
I had to get at the snow puppy for trying to get some African queens.
Oh my.
I had to stop the snow puppy from trying to get some African queens. I had to stop the snow puppy. Where's my other phone? Dang. Y'all see how mad the snow puppy got? Did y'all see how mad the snow puppy got? Did y'all see how mad the snow puppy got? Even the animals know who King Kong consciousness is.
Oh, wow.
Even the animals know who King Kong consciousness is. Even the animals know who King Kong. Somebody tap in. Let me do a tap in before I pull up out. Black Queen's Uncle Shay Shay. I'm riding with Uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm not going to never laugh at a black man when he's down. I'm standing with Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe, you must never snow bunny again after this, my brother. All sisters. Uncle Shay Shay, we're going to ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay.
No, we not.
The unapologetically African alpha males are going to ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. No more snow bunnies after this, my brother. That's it. Your snow bunny card has been revoked. You should have never had one in the first place. Your snow bunny card is being revoked. You should have never had one. I don't know about Pope Francis. What happened with Pope Francis? I don't know about brother. Your brother, maybe. Not my brother. But what's going on with the Pope? I haven't heard anything. What's going on with the Pope? Now, what's going on with the Pope, brothers and sisters? Somebody said something about Pope Francis. What's going on with the Pope?
Not bite his meaty leg, honest Gen Z.
Initiation. Yeah, we're going to have initiation into African consciousness. He passed away. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Pope Francis. Rest in peace. I'm not going to wish anything evil on the passing of anybody of any race. Rest in peace. Condolences to the family. I hope the next Pope will give Africa back all the artwork and all the religious documents that have been stolen from our Holy Land. Rest in peace to Pope Francis. I hope the next Pope will give Africa back all the artifacts that have been stolen by the Roman Catholic Church that are currently in the basement in the Vatican. I'm hoping the next Pope will give Africa back all the paintings, all the artwork.
So there's a theory, honey. I'm a blueberry muffin. Hey, boo. The reason why he repeats himself, according to my husband, is because he be lying, right? And so when he lying and he trying to build the rest of his lie, he repeats himself 3 times so that he could think of the next lie. Okay? That's what it is. Okay? Real says, please someone tell me why he repeats himself. It's got to be a mental illness. Sometimes I think that he be trying to brainwash people too. Like I just don't get it, girl. Sexy RN CCRN says Uncle needs to stay with the bunnies or boys. We do not want him. I know that's right, girl. A lot. I know that's right. Okay. Real life is not in cyberspace. Says someone didn't listen to this poor soul when he was growing up. So right. So he gonna make sure that you hear him 3 times. Okay. He gonna make sure you hear him. Okay. Because what nobody listened to his ignorant ass back then. Cancer Son Nola, thank you so very much for the super chat. I appreciate you, girl, a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, he be lying, y'all. He be lying, and he need to think of the next part of the lie. You know what I'm saying? What now? See, when Jag be lying, she just take a long, dramatic pause. That's what Sean Carter did to me. She talk real slow while she thinking the rest of her lie. They lie with a different style. That's all. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Stars Above the Emerald Forest, who has been the super supporter on the stream. Thank you, Muffin. She says, if he is advising Shannon to leave snow bunnies alone, he doesn't mind him SAing a black one. There you go. Don't send that thick tongue MF over here. Exactly. Okay. Don't send, just go over there. Go, just look, he just need to stay with the boys, okay? Somebody that's his size and they can fight him back, okay? That's what he needs to do. Right, a damn deadbeat. And have y'all been seeing his daughter? Like, oh my God. He has no business walking around talking about he's a child psychologist and he can do all this when clearly your baby needs some help over there. She's literally crashing out, y'all. Literally crashing out. It's terrible, okay? Um, you know what? I shouldn't have paused it right there because it looks like he might be Uncle Shannon's type right there. Like, he ready to, blow some. You know what I'm saying? Black Beauty said, I said that he says everything 3 times and it could be OCD. It's something. It's definitely something. It's something wrong with this fool. For sure. Okay?
All the artifacts, all the documentation that they stole from Mother Africa. Send me some merch. Yes, sir. 2XLT, my brother. Send me the hoodie. Send me the t-shirt. Send me the socks. 2XLT. You can mail that to P.O. Box 6872, Philadelphia. You can mail your check or money order donation to FDMG, P.O. Box 9634. You can mail your FDMG donations payable to FDMG Academy, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware. P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware 19809. If a white woman is down for the cause, you giving Canada a bad name, my brother. You giving Canada a bad name. I'm standing with Shannon Sharpe. I'm standing with Shannon Sharpe. I'm not canceled in Philadelphia. I'm not canceled nowhere, my brother. Are you crazy? I am the most requested black scholar in the world and have been for the past 15 years. Are you crazy?
Just, y'all, do y'all realize what this means? Like, which, you know, I don't know how he qualifies as a scholar, but if this is the one that, think about how embarrassing this is. This man been scamming and scheming for 15 years, lying, doing all, not taking care of his kids, doing all type of shit. But this is the most respected, most requested black scholar. Child, I can't. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I can't.
I'm the most credentialed of all those who are popular in the world. What are you talking about?
Oh, wow.
I'm the most popular and the most hated, my brother. You can never cancel me because I don't work for white folks. You can't cancel me. I don't work for Negroes and I don't work for white folks. Who gonna cancel me?
You're right. You can't cancel you because black people are so like struggle brained when it comes to you and people like you that they're always, you're gonna find a mass amount of support in the black community. So he's right.
You can only cancel somebody who's under somebody else's control. I'm not under nobody's control. No pastors, no imams, no leaders, no senators, no representatives, no boule, no fraternities. I am absolutely free, my brother. You can't cancel what's free. You cannot cancel what's free. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe, but no more snow bunnies after this. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe, but no more snow bunnies after this. Somebody tap in. I want to do a tap in.
So why would, like, think about how like there's no like standard. There's no standard in the black community. So let's just say, quote unquote, Uncle Shannon, right? Let's just say this is a shakedown, right? On some level. But how did we get here? Because we still hear him having the BDSM conversation. We still know that he knows this girl's age, that, you know, he went after her. We still know all of these activities that he participated in willingly. So why do you have to stand with him just because he's black? That's why I can't do the pro-black shit. Because it's like, it's not based on anything that makes sense. Like, you do not have to have an ounce of integrity. You don't have to be telling the truth. All you got to do is be black and male. All you got to do is be black and male. And you're supposed to be supported. Crazy.
I'm hungry too. I'm very hungry. Do we got any Delaware queens with some food? My
baby, look, let me tell you. Look, first of all, oh, begging ass Negro. Stop begging. You're not hungry. You just want to eat. Now, there are children in far off lands that are probably hungry. Okay. You are way too thick and curvy to be hungry. You just want to eat. You just want to eat. You're not hungry, Muffin.
Wilmington, my Delaware queen. Where my Delaware queens at? I'm hungry. I should be able to pull up to a house in Delaware and be well fed.
Why? See what I mean? They shouldn't even have this much confidence. Why does he think that he's entitled to pull up to people's houses and get a meal? What was his real contribution to the, can somebody tell me what is his real contribution to the black community? Like, can somebody please tell me what is his contribution? The same regurgitated talk? Like, what is it? Brina said, because he's homeless. He's homeless. La da dee, la da da. He sure is.
I should be able to pull up to a house in Delaware. Let me go to Chester. Where my Chester, PA queens at? Where my Chester Upland queens at? I need me a nice Chester, Upland, Pennsylvania queen. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Dr. Umar, I'm a white woman. Can I please ear you tonight? What is an ear you? The Snow Bunny said, can I please ear you tonight and I will donate. Can somebody tell me what is an ear you? What does it mean when the Snow Bunny says, I want to ear you? I never heard of that. E-A-R. What does ear you mean, brothers and sisters? What does she mean when she wants to ear me? The Snow Bunny said, can I please ear you tonight and I will donate to the school. Can somebody give me some clarity?
No.
Oh, she meant eat you. Okay, but she spelt it ear. She said E-A-R, but you saying the Snow Bunny want to eat up the prince. No, thank you, my sister. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't date outside the race. No eateries over here. Go to the cafe. You could go to Denny's. You can go to Outback Steakhouse.
You can go to Uncle Shannon's.
Red Lobster. You can go to TGI Fridays, but there will be no eating over here. There will be no eating over here. Not at all. No, you cannot. No, you may not. You cannot. Respect to Snow Bunny Nation, but I am loyal to the Black Queens forever. Snow Bunnies never. I'm sorry. You cannot. You cannot.
And so, like, what comes with this loyalty? What comes with this loyalty, y'all?
That's the boldest Snow Bunny who ever came on my live. That is the boldest Snow Bunny. She said, can I eat you tonight and I will donate to the school? That ain't nothing but a FBI CIA trap. Do you think I was born last night, Miss Snow Bunny? Do you really think I'm that stupid to get caught pants down, Shango stick out with a member of the
Shango stick? Shango stick. Okay, let me explain why it's so disrespectful for this fool to be saying Shango stick. Okay. Let me change the orientation of this. So first of all, if you do follow Ifa or Santeria, any of that, the Orishas and stuff like that, if you had any respect, now he claims that he is an Ifa priest, right? How is it that, I didn't mean to make two of them, that you're an Ifa prince and you are sexualizing an Orisha? Because that's what, like, you would, that's the name of an Orisha, Shango. Why would you call it a Shango stick? Like, just insane. This dude is just like, he's literally not well. Makes no sense. Like, why would you say that as someone that claims to be an initiated priest? A Shango stick. Like, just like that video, that clip that I put up where he was saying that, people, he was saying Shangolicious and stuff like that. Like, dude, you're a clown. You are a complete clown. Let me see this little clip where he went on the Breakfast Club talking about it.
Newark, New Jersey over the weekend, and he gave some gifts for Jess and Lauren and you as well. But he told me to give you this sombrero.
What's that for?
He said, get at the cowboy. I said, who is cowboy? He said, Envy. And I said, why you call him cowboy? He said, you know what I'm talking about. So
I don't know what he's talking about.
And I'm just passing you this, but that's a sombrero though.
I'm not Mexican and I'm not Latino.
Well, you Dominican.
I'm not Dominican. But why did he get me a sombrero?
I bet you know how to wear it. You put it on your head. You know exactly how.
Let me fast forward to Umar, because, like, they're just going to talk about it. I thought he was going to be on there. I thought it was on here. Like, let me see. Okay, let's see. Maybe they're playing the audio now.
Stephen A. Smith did go on his show and talk about the situation, and he had a really good point about the career stuff and where Disney is right now with everything. Let's take a listen.
All I can speak about is what I know based on the reports, and I can speak about ESPN and Disney. To be clear, even though this this podcast, this YouTube show is owned and operated by me solely, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be dismissive of ESPN, who employs me in my daytime job on First Take. With that being said, it's important to point out a couple of things. Number one, I was not there. I can provide no eyewitness account. And even though I got love and respect for Shannon Sharpe, and I'm sincerely hopeful and prayerful that he is completely innocent of the allegations that have been levied against him, I can't sit here and speak to his innocence or guilt from a knowledgeable place because I have nothing to do with this. I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. I don't even know this person.
Yeah, so I mean, people wanted an update from the career side, ESPN, Disney, see where that was going to go, and I guess this is the closest you're going to get to it. Before this happened, though, I think a lot of people were saying the obvious, that normally with a company like a Disney, they don't want to get in the mud or the mess at all. Mm-hmm. They normally take a step back. They haven't said anything officially yet, but
let me ask you a question. What did Dr. Umar say though?
Oh baby, let's take a listen.
I'm standing with Uncle Shannon because I don't like when black men get taken down. I gotta stand by him. Yes, he's a lifetime snow bunny hopper. Yes, he's a lifetime snow bunny hopper, but that's my brother. Uncle Shannon Sharpe is my brother. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe until the facts prove otherwise.
Okay, so they were just doing a recap. I don't know why I thought someone said that he went on to the Breakfast Club. Okay, cool. I will say this. I don't like none of these folks. I don't like Stephen A. None of them. But I will say him using the right language, he hopes that he's innocent, is better than most of the people who just proclaim innocence for these men. Because you like that's harmful for multiple reasons. That's harmful for people who have been victims. That's harmful for the person if they are a victim. And it's just not a good look. So at least he has sense enough to say it like that, if you know what I mean. So anyway, y'all, I do appreciate you guys coming through. Thank you guys so much for showing me love and for coming through, getting some laughs and talking about these here fools, okay? Thank you guys so much. I am going to get off of here. I'm going to see you guys later being tomorrow. And yeah, thank you. If you're in the clouds or if you're watching the playback, don't forget to sub, okay? Because why? Because now we're in a relationship.
Turn me up, I like my money like I like my niggas green. Face card, never decline of what I mean. Act up and you gon' make me make a scene. Only time you hear my voice is when they play me on the screen. Got bad habits, I'm not the one you wanna keep. She a trap star, put that lady on a tree. Got her ass so shook, she shaking like an apple tree. Yeah, this life ain't meant for you, but baby girl, it's meant for me. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. What it do? This my boo, she from the south. We running man just like these bitches run they mouth. I got the juice, but they still claiming it's a drought. If I say I'm coming through, I'm about to flip the house. That boy crazy, say he tryna have my baby. Hold on, Slim Shady, just like Mariah, drive him crazy. Got him stressed, make him feel it in his chest. Ask him how it feel, just like a bullet with no vest. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me.